Some celebs call us loco. You know we up next, pull it mofos. They gon' be there on repeat, they like, oh no. Where's the mix it out, let's take a photo now. Photo now, photo now, photo now. For now, I'm loco. For now, I'm the beat, I'm more.
Yes, my peoples, man. You know we back again, man. You know how I always do this thing. I always play the videos first, get that out of the way. You look and hear it for yourself and see what's going on. And then I get into everything. You get me? We've got a lot to get onto. There is a bid being made for Tchouameni, apparently. There's everything there. I'll show it to you anyway. You get it? I don't know if it's true, but we'll see. But I'm going to play the video for Ben Jacobs. Remember, this is from the United Stand. This is not my videos from the United Stand, so see what's going on. So I'm going to play the video first, and then we'll get into it. Don't worry.
Goalkeeper situation. Just before we talk about exits, the goalkeeper situation, Anana's back. There are goalkeepers out there, Emi Martinez, Costa, but it looks like United have parked that and gone, that's not something we're going to have time to do this summer, even though it's very clear that it would be an area that Amarim Wilcox would probably be looking at based on a new manager normally has their own goalkeeper. But it doesn't, I've got no confidence in that now, Ben. It looks like, time's going to defeat us anyway.
Yeah, goalkeepers are always interesting because if you look for a goalkeeper, don't get a goalkeeper, then it gets rewritten as we never wanted a goalkeeper because it's not a position that you tend to rotate. And therefore, you can see a scenario where now or in the next few weeks as pre-season starts, if they persist with Anana, it suddenly becomes, we never even looked at a goalkeeper. It was all just media talk. And I think you do that like Chelsea did with Mike Maignan in order to give confidence to the goalkeeping group, simply because you alternate a whole lot less. And it can be quite demoralizing if your number one goalkeeper in Anana feels like he's only the number one because they couldn't get another deal over the line, and then spends the entire season thinking, am I going to get dropped or am I going to be replaced in January? Situation with goalkeeper is Manchester United haven't informed Anana that he's surplus to requirements, which again, I would expect until such point in time comes where they actually find a concrete replacement. So Anana is only focused on Manchester United. He's not looking to leave. He's not been told he wants to leave. And at the moment, that all seems very genuine because they're not advancing on another name. The Emi Martinez situation, as I reported, was that Martinez was keen on a move to Manchester United. Same can be said for Atletico Madrid. But first Anana has to leave, or at Atleti, Jan Oblak has to depart. And if either of those scenarios don't happen, then as far as those two clubs are concerned, it's an absolute non-starter. And I don't see a situation where Man United buy an established number one and still have Anana at the club and then use that as almost leverage to force him out. It will be very much communicated to Anana first that he is going to be dropped, and then they'll go very aggressively in the market. And that simply hasn't happened. So it does look like they're going to stick with Anana for now. And remember, this isn't really a U-turn. The U-turn was in thinking, do we need a number one? And that is also where they discussed Costa too. But the original plan as of really September last year and certainly January was let's find a young number two because of the situation of Bayindir wanting to leave. And they may still bring in a young number two. And this is where, for example, John at Botafogo is a concrete target, but he's not young at all. He's 29, but he counts as quite young for a goalkeeper and would be prepared to be likely a backup or competition for Anana. You had Joan Garcia, who is genuinely young for a goalkeeper. He's somebody that wanted to be a number one. He went to Barcelona, therefore. Jordi Petrovic wants to be a number one. Manchester United would have entered that conversation if Petrovic had said he was prepared to be a number two. Looks like he's off to Bournemouth now, again, as a starting goalkeeper. And that's the kind of challenge, really. A lot of the young profiles that Manchester United thought might be ready in a year or two want to be number ones right now. So they didn't continue those conversations. John is the most interesting one at 29. You could argue he's either competition for Anana or just a number two, but he will want some sort of game time and minutes. So let's see whether that one develops. But for now, it looks like Anana is going to start the season as the number one, and that probably ends all of the talk of Emi Martinez joining, even though the player very keen.
Where do we feel the Garnacho story is going to go? 20 years of age. I think he's a very good talent. I think he's misguided, the Villa shirt on Instagram, etc. But I would have thought there'd be clubs queuing up for a player like him at what's probably going to be a a 45 million package, including add-ons and then a significant sell-on fee, I thought there would be more interest.
Yeah, I think there will be as the price drops throughout the window. Manchester United want 60 million at the moment. That was the same price in January. It could drop to 55. But again, you're looking at all these other attackers, left, right or centre, all going for between 55 and 65. And Manchester United will be ultimately saying what Brentford are speaking about at the moment regarding Mbeumo, that we're going to stick to our price as the window progresses. Or if they line up concrete targets and think, well, now we're just going to take the money, different story. And that's a good example of West Ham and Kudus, where they didn't really want to sell to Spurs. They didn't really want to sell for under 60 million, but they got good payment terms. And eventually they say, okay, if we take 55, at least we can get going. And maybe that's the perspective of Manchester United. Just before we get into Garnacho, it's worth setting a bit of context about Ruben Amorim versus potentially players that are going to dig in their heels. And I think it's worth noting a story that I broke a few years ago now. Islam Slimani, who used to be at Leicester, was a sporting legend. He returned to the club under Ruben Amorim. Amorim didn't want him, wasn't impressed by his attitude, thought he'd come back to kind of just chance it, milk a bit of the glory, play on his own terms and so on. And Amorim really quickly was unhappy with his application in training. So he demoted Slimani to the reserve team, and it caused a lot of outrage in the dressing room, originally in the fan base as well, because Slimani was a sporting legend. He then went to the sporting president and said, it's me or him. And the sporting president said, of course, we're going to back you. And Slimani never played for the football club again. So don't underestimate Ruben Amorim versus a player or players, because he's been given the same sort of mandate from Omar Barada, Jim Ratcliffe and so on, and Jason Wilcox, to go and put his foot down. And if Ruben Amorim says to a player, your future at Manchester United is over, then their future at Manchester United is over, as long as he's the manager. I don't think we're going to see players somehow force their way back into the reckoning or outstay their welcome, because there is that empowerment. And that's the sort of irony, that the veto that Ten Hag had in the market has been taken away, but the veto in football decisions has been firmly put on Amorim's shoulders. And if you look at that Slimani situation, you understand that Amorim is not going to be overpowered by anybody turning up to training or doing things via the media. Then coming back to Garnacho, Villa is still one to watch. They want to strengthen on that left-hand side. They've lost, obviously, a few versatile attackers like Rashford and Asensio. There's some suggestions that Asensio has entered into talks with Turkish clubs. And I think Villa want to find a solution to bring in an important left-sided player. Now they're PSR compliant and they're into the new financial year. That may be a possibility. Garnacho would like to stay in the Premier League. Chelsea feels like a non-starter because they've signed Jamie Gittins. Napoli's not advancing in any way.
Well, he's worn the kit already, so he'll have won over some Villa fans.
Yeah, he's used to the kit.
On that kit was Marcus Rashford. The things have moved positively for Rashford, although we're hearing that Luis Diaz wants to leave. That might be Bayern, because Barcelona aren't that cash rich. Nico Williams obviously looked like he was going and then he isn't. Rashford's done everything he can, apart from, running around the new camp in a Barcelona kit. He literally has been there. He's done interviews with YouTubers over there. He's spoken about Thierry Henry would be in his icon and all this stuff, but he's still back training on his own at Carrington. And again, I think it probably goes back to the wage and the contract that he's got, because it's, I would say, I've said so many times, if I was like Brighton or an Aston Villa, I'd take Rashford. I still think there's a good player there, but the price is prohibitive and he seems to be locked in on Barcelona, and they're a very difficult club to deal with at the best of times. What do we think with Rashford? Do you think he's just going to be there till the end of the market training on his own, which isn't good for him when he wants to be in England squads and the World Cup?
Yeah, exactly. There's more urgency. I think now we're into July. So June, I was always told, was a period of deliberation and clubs seeking, as opposed to an expectation I think would get done. Rashford leaning towards going abroad. He wants Champions League. And some of that is, as you rightly say, with a view to the 2026 World Cup, because Thomas Tuchel's not like Gareth Southgate. He'll pick players he thinks can win that tournament in 2026, regardless of age. There's no long-term planning and prioritising youth. So the likes of Rashford or Jordan Henderson are going to stand real opportunities. The same can obviously be said for Harry Maguire as well. Rashford wants Barcelona. He's somewhat waiting for Barcelona. And it's true that his future may be intertwined with Luis Diaz if, and it's still a big if, Liverpool actually sell. Because remember, in the last 2 weeks, they've told Bayern not for sale. They've told Barca not for sale. And there might be a situation where one of those two clubs gets Diaz and then the other escalates their pursuit of Marcus Rashford. Even if Barca got Diaz, we might be back where we were before, that they're prepared to do Rashford in a more central position, but only on a loan. But right now, Manchester United are doing the same things that all of these other clubs are doing to Manchester United that are frustrating the heck out of the fan base. And that's the sort of irony of the window. And it always makes me chuckle a little bit because I get a lot of, how can Brentford stick to their guns over a 62 to 65 million price? But Manchester United are sticking to their guns over this 40 million price for Marcus Rashford because we're still early in the window. And I'm sure there's a fan base in the chat are going, how dare Manchester United stick to a 40 million price? But this is the stage of the window.
I would agree with them on that. I would agree with them on that, to be fair. I would say, yeah, with those wages. Yeah, it's a deadlock, isn't it? And it's in here about swaps with Douglas Luiz. We hear about £25 million. And I just look at the situation and I go, but this is a player who's got a good wage for one more year and then he's a free agent. Why would he take a pay cut to help Man United get a transfer? Is there anything more to it that we're missing on this? Because the Sancho situation is a weird one.
Yeah, I think the Sancho situation is so different to Rashford because 40 million seems high to suitors. Although remember, Barcelona are about to trigger a release clause for Nico Williams. They couldn't register him, but they showed their hands that they've at least got 58 million euros and 40 million is less than that. So Man United will point to that. With Sancho, it's different because 25 million, which was the top end of the obligation that Chelsea decided to override, is actually seen as his market value, if not below it. So there's no issue there with the transfer fee, but it's all about agreeing terms with Sancho. And the oddity is that Chelsea were prepared to keep Sancho. They basically offered him their part of the wage contribution. So you may remember that Manchester United were paying some of those Sancho wages, roughly £120,000, and Chelsea were basically paying the other 180 to 200k. And then Chelsea went to Sancho and said, we'll match that contribution on a permanent deal. And Sancho said no. So we know to join his next club, he's looking for in excess of 180 to 200,000 pounds a week. Maybe it's true he wants his full Manchester United wage, but I do think that he'll be a little bit flexible because he'll know that only Saudi would be able to match that wage. So we're now in a situation where Sancho is the one that is the roadblock. Manchester United negotiations will be relatively smooth. We've heard reports of Napoli and more recently Juventus, but they haven't actually made an offer to Manchester United. Fenerbahce made an inquiry. There were reports in Turkey. They made an offer. Not true, to my understanding. Nothing advanced between Fenerbahce and Sancho. So he's waiting. There's Saudi interest. You've got Al Qadsiya and Al Ali and very possibly Neom FC because all three have made internal inquiries to the central deal makers saying this is a player we quite like. But Sancho 12 months ago said no to Saudi Arabia when Al Ittifaq came calling. So the irony is if he wants his wage, he can do the deal very quickly in Saudi. If he doesn't go to Saudi, he's not going to get his wage. And then it's all on the player to make United stick to a 40 million price. But this is the stage of the
I would agree with them on that.
That Chelsea decided to override is actually seen as his market value, if not below it. So there's no issue there with the transfer fee, but it's all about agreeing terms with Sancho. And the oddity is that Chelsea were prepared to keep Sancho. They basically offered him their part of the wage contribution. So you may remember that Manchester United were paying some of those Sancho wages, roughly £120,000, and Chelsea were basically paying the other 180 to 200k. And then Chelsea went to Sancho and said, we'll match that contribution on a permanent deal. And Sancho said no. So we know to join his next club, he's looking for in excess of 180 to 200,000 pounds a week. Maybe it's true he wants his full Manchester United wage, but I do think that he'll be a little bit flexible because he'll know that only Saudi would be able to match that wage. So we're now in a situation where Sancho is the one that is the roadblock. Manchester United negotiations will be relatively smooth. We've heard reports of Napoli and more recently Juventus, but they haven't actually made an offer to Manchester United. Fenerbahce made an inquiry. There were reports in Turkey. They made an offer. Not true, to my understanding. Nothing advanced between Fenerbahce and Sancho. So he's waiting. There's Saudi interest. You've got Al Qadsiya and Al Ali and very possibly Neom FC, because all three have made internal inquiries to the central deal makers saying this is a player we quite like. But Sancho 12 months ago said no to Saudi Arabia when Al Ittifaq came calling. So the irony is, if he wants his wage, he can do the deal very quickly in Saudi. If he doesn't go to Saudi, he's not going to get his wage. And then it's all on the player to make some concessions. And at the moment, those concessions are not low enough to get either Juventus or Napoli to bite.
You hear what my man's saying, Ben Jacobs? He's saying Sancho is so money hungry. Safe. He's so money hungry, I don't even think he's going to go anywhere. That's what he's saying. And look at this. This has just come out about Sancho, by the way. Whilst that was going on, I've gone and had a little look, and not even an hour ago, Juventus prefer Conceição over Jadon Sancho, and that's from the big dog Fabrizio. A lot of you lots go Fabrizio. Mate, so I don't know, but you heard what everything he said. I like to play it for you lots so you can hear yourself. If you want to hear the full thing, go on the United Stand and listen to it. You know what I mean? That's what he broke it down on. But listen, he's saying this guy is so greedy. Chelsea went to Jadon Sancho and said, we are prepared to match your salary contribution. We made a loan deal. What was paying you when you was on loan was 180. So we're prepared to pay you the same thing, 180 to 200. He said no. So he left Chelsea. Napoli came in and said the same thing. We'll pay you 180, 150, whatever. Boom, boom, boom. Remember, they got De Bruyne now. De Bruyne is on the big money. He said no. This geezer's gone Juventus, same thing. He's trying what he can to get as much money. Juventus saying, we're not going to pay you your money. Fabrizio already came out and said they're not going to take his full wage. It's not going to happen. So Ben Jacobs, for those that heard it, because I know a lot of people was coming to chat a bit late, he basically said the only place he can get the same money he's on now is Saudi Arabia. So unless he goes to Saudi, he's not getting that money again. It's not happening. So that's the situation with him, the freedom fight. He spoke about the goalkeepers. He said, Anana, he hasn't been told he has to leave yet because obviously we know nobody wants the geezer. So what is the point telling him he has to leave when no one wants him? And he's a big character, like I told you, he's a big character. You can tell he's a big character in the dressing rooms, etc. So you don't want to boost down his morale for no reason when no one even wants him. This geezer runs from the goal line every time we score a goal. He's main character syndrome. You know what I mean? So the goalkeepers, we're going to have to see what happens. Hopefully Bayern there goes and we go for John Victor. He's big on the list. Everyone keeps saying it. Even the Athletic spoke about it. So John Victor's big on the list. We'll see what happens with there. But I don't really want to get into the video anymore because you lot have all seen it and heard it now. So Rashford, we're just staying tight. We're saying we want our money. We're not having it. You showed your hand about Nico Williams. You've got money there. You wanted to buy Nico Williams for £50 million. You've got money. So we're not hearing it. Sancho, same thing. Everyone's cool with the 25 million that we want. So club to club is cool for everyone. But it's the wages that's killing him. This geezer is too greedy. And he was loving life at Chelsea, freedom and all of that. And he couldn't even get down to 200k a week. And we fucked ourselves up for putting ourselves in a position where he even on the money that he's on. That's the situation. Hit the likes, my button, man. Hit the likes, my peoples, man. If you're here new, this is every day we do this. Like and subscribe, man. Every day we're here with all of my United news, man. No clickbait. You will see in a minute. But make sure you hit the like buttons, though. Love how you always play the vid before speaking about it. It gives us a better understanding of what's actually being said. Yeah, man, you know me, man. I don't want to come in here and be telling you that stuff and you lot are thinking, what's going on? I'd rather play the vid to you and then, we can get into it after. You get it? But yeah, it's on the United Stand. If you don't want to go watch it properly, that's what he said about Anana and that. And yeah, but Tchouameni's a fever dream. Yeah, I'm going to get into that in a minute. I'm going to show you in a minute. Don't worry. Maraba from Turkey. Hope you're well. Big up yourself, Harvey, man. Big up Turkey as well. Smash the likes, man. It's free, man. It's just a button, bro. Just smash it. Bam. 1, 2, 3. Afternoon. Oh, Stephen. Afternoon, bro. Afternoon, Metric community. Big up yourself, Man United. Make sure you got a bomber for us today. You're putting the bombers in all the time. Madawaki and all of that. Rashford gone. Not yet. He's on his way out. Yeah. He did say that still. Is he? Don't think, though. Paul, he said he's basically on his way out. Too many wages. Barca trying to get a loan, but we want permanent obligation. Yeah. That's what he's basically saying, that we're not having it. He's saying, you got to look at what's happening with us right now. Yeah? Everywhere we're going, look at Brentford. Brentford are saying we're staying stern with our valuation for Brian Mbeumo. So we're saying, why can't Man United do what other teams are doing? Brentford are staying stern. It's been a month and they're not budging on their price. Why do we have to budge on our price with a team that's already shown us they've got money? They've already shown us they've got money. Too much wages. That's Sancho, right? I would bear shitting wood. This geezer. I reckon Sancho will leave end of August. Right, let me get into the next one. Let me get into Tchouameni, because a lot of people's probably coming here thinking I'm a clickbait guy or something. You know me. When I put something there, there's something there. So let me get into Tchouameni right now. This is what's going on, yeah? Listen, let me show you a lot about how big Man United is. This is how big Manchester United is, yeah? Watch this. This is the sources that's come out talking about we've bidded 78 million for Tchouameni. I don't even read the Sun. I don't even read about it, but I thought, you know what? Let me bring it to you lot and make a point and show you what's going on. So it says breaking: Man United have offered 78 million to Real Madrid for Tchouameni. However, Real Madrid rejected it immediately. Xabi Alonso, he's basically untouchable. He said the source is the Sun. So I've gone on the Sun myself to just break it down to come and show you lot how Man United feeds families. This is what we do. So it says Real Madrid have rejected a shock 78 million bid for Manchester United for Tchouameni. According to Spanish journalist Eduardo Inda, Real have turned down Man United's surprise move for the 25-year-old. Christian Eriksen left the club this summer at the end of his contract, and the France international would certainly be a strong replacement in midfield. This is what they're saying. Yeah, cool. What's this? This is another source basically saying the same thing. And then we got another source. I had to translate it. I can't speak Spanish. Sorry. And it said, Man United insists, but Real Madrid hold firm. And yet a departure has never seemed so credible. Perez plan, Amrin's pressure, and the rest is standoff. This is what they're saying. They're saying we've come and bidded 78 million for Finger. Let me show you something. This is what Man United does. We feed families. This is what happens. Look, this is what's come out today as well. Look at this. Man United won't be signing Jordan Henderson this summer, but they could do a lot worse than bringing him in. What the fuck has that got to do with us? He's going to Brentford. He's got to here we go or whatever to Brentford. Henderson's going to Brentford. The Mirror, the same people that said that Spurs bidded 70 million for Mbeumo, remember, you know, that's the Mirror. They're saying about Henderson. What is that got to do with us? And then it says Cavani intrigued by Newcastle's interest. This is a Newcastle journalist. He's reliable for Newcastle news. And he says, could be pushing out an open door for one of their big targets, but Manchester United and Tottenham, among other clubs, keen and would take a big fee. This is what I'm trying to say to you lot, that we have to take everything we see with a pinch of salt and not let everyone get us angry, because we're at a time right now where it's very, very negative. Nothing ain't happening. Our signings are taking forever. Everyone's doing stuff around us. And Mbeumo might collapse because of Wissa. This, that. We're waking up. We're hearing about Calvert-Lewin, Callum Wilson. So what I'm trying to show you lot is these journalists can't live without Manchester United. So they wake up. If they ain't got no news, they just sit there and go, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to come out here and say that there's been a 78 million bid made and it's been rejected. Who's more dumb, would you say? Would it be Man United bidding 78 million, which is what, 93 million euros or something? Or would it be Real Madrid for rejecting it? It doesn't even make sense. So this is my point. I just have to put that in there to show you that this is crazy. We're working on Mbeumo and that's it. Literally. There's nothing else going on, but we're linked to players left, right, and centre because these journalists have to feed their family. They have to feed their family. So what are they going to do to get clicks? Who's going to click it? Who's got one of the biggest fan bases in Europe? Manchester United. So they're going to put us in there. Henderson is going to Brentford. It's already done or something. He's going there. But Manchester United won't be signing Henderson. He's 35. What 35-year-old are we even linked with? We're not linked with no players like that. But this is what the situation is. So I had to bring that in there to show you, like, this is what's going on. It's gone mad now. So yeah, this is the report. I wouldn't believe it if I was any of you. Like, I don't even usually quote the Sun. The only reason I even pre it is because MUFC TP put it up. MUFC YTP. That's another source of Man United. It quotes everything that comes up from Man United. So I saw that there. I'm like, oh, what's going on here? Then I followed it, and then it ended up at the Sun. And I'm like, all right, let me bring it and show you look, what's going on. It's crazy. So this is what's happening. This is how we get linked with everyone. Is Ben still in his pajamas? That's United stand, brother. All here saying no bids going in anywhere. Same team as last season. I know, right? It's peak. It's looking kind of dark right now. I'll be real. It is looking dark. Better off bidding for Camavinga, Tchouameni ain't going nowhere. Mate, we never done a bid in the first place, Quincy. They're just chatting shit. There's no bid, bro. I can say that, like, honestly, like, without even knowing or being in that room, I know there's no bid. 100%. We want Mbeumo right now, and then we're dealing with a striker. Every single reporter said that. Ben Jacobs, Laurie Whitwell, who's the other guy? Fabrizio said Mbeumo, and then sales, and then a striker. We don't want Tchouameni. It's just, we've woken up. What can I talk about today? Man United. And then once one of them talks, others will take it. And look, so the Sun, they're not even saying it's their source. If you read this report, the second one in the white, it's saying that, look, according to Spanish journalists, so they're not even breaking the news. They're saying, yo, Man United are bidded for Tchouameni, but that's according to the Spanish journalists. So they're just doing up hearsay. It's crazy. It's crazy, bro. Is the Homer, the Tchouameni news reliable? News sources? Nah, it's not reliable. Not that I would say. Listen, this could turn around later and then we see Fabrizio talking about it, but I really, really doubt it. You know what I mean? I can never be 100%, but mate, the Sun is awful, and these sources are just bullshit. I just think they're bullshit. That's just my opinion. Obviously, you lot can go off what you think, but I think this is bullshit, innit? I think this is not true. We want Mbeumo, and that's it. I don't know what we're doing in there. I don't know what we're talking about with them every day. Biscuits, the Sun, I don't know, mate. But we want Mbeumo, but it's just taking forever. Let the window close. Tired of United always being linked to players, mate. Frustrating. I know, right? It's long. It's long, Sidashawn, man. I hear you. What next? We bid 300 million for Yamal. I wouldn't be surprised, bro. I wouldn't be surprised. We woke up the other day. They're telling us about Calvert-Lewin. So what's next, mate? Andy Carroll? It's crazy, bro. What's your thought, though, Mitch? Do you think United will give in Rashford loan to Barca at the end of the window? 100%. Or would Man United keep Rashford? Well, listen, let me tell you something. Rashford is next, so I'm going to get into him. I'm going to show you what's going on. Don't worry. Yeah? Don't worry. I'm going to show you what's going on. But, so Rashford is next. I'll show you what's going on about him. But I think we'll give in at the end of the window, 100%. The Sun, where United getting 70 million from? Stefan, tell them, man. Belaber's better. Yeah, he is better, way better. Is there any Lookman links to Man United? Nah, I've seen he's linked to someone else. Was it Inter or something? I see him linked to someone else. Laugh out loud, what a load of rubbish, loads of lies. Come on, I'm with you, Buckwet. See me, I just report the news, but I tell you, look, I'm not on this gas thing. I'm not going to come here and say, we might go for Tchouameni. I'm just going to come here and tell you, look, bro, this is what's getting reported about Man United, but this is bullshit. So you understand? You're right, these people want to stick the boot in all of the bad and about United, the leaks, but happy to get on United train to get clicks. There you go. Some people just chat shit, man. But cool, let's move on anyway, and we'll spin back round anyway. So if whoever comes in late, we'll come back round and I'll show you what's happened. Yeah, this is more about it, the journalists. Look, both of these links are just not true. We haven't been linked. We've barely been linked with any defender this whole season. And Jordan Henderson just signed for Brentford. So that just says it all for this. Like, they're just literally trying to feed their families. Like, you got to feel sorry for them at the same time. So cool. And he's reliable, this geezer as well. Mark Douglas is reliable for Newcastle. And he's throwing our name in it. But cool, let's move on. Rashford. So obviously, this is what's happened with Rashford in the last couple of hours. This came out earlier. So this is the main stuff that came out earlier on today. And it said, Barcelona have made Rashford their top priority. The club are ready to go all in to sign him. Remember, it was Nico Williams. He signed a new contract. Then they wanted Luis Diaz. That was the guy that they wanted. Now they've turned around and gone, you know what? Fuck it. Luis Diaz might not work. Liverpool keep telling us that he's not for sale. Let's just go for Rashford. Hansi Flick has given his green light. And then it says, although a loan deal will be ideal for the club, his signing could realistically cost around 40 million euros. And if you lot heard properly what Ben Jacobs was saying, he was saying, they come to us about a loan, but we're saying, no, you showed your hand already. You was ready to pay 58 million euros for Williams. So how can you turn around to us now and tell us you ain't got the money? So we're standing stern right now. We're saying, we want our 40 million. Don't come to us about no loan. The same thing, basically, Brentford's doing to us. And then it says, the same thing. Matteo Moretto, he works with Fabrizio. For those that don't know, Matteo Moretto works with Fabrizio Romano. So he's reliable. And he says, Hansi Flick has given the green light to sign Marcus Rashford. Rashford is given priority to join in Barcelona. So that's Pletigo and Matteo both saying that Hansi Flick's given the green light. And then Mondo, who is a Spanish journalist, he's all right. And he said basically saying, Barcelona consider Marcus Rashford. So that was earlier. Look at the time on all of them. And one of them was, Matteo one was yesterday night, and the other two was earlier, about 9-ish, yeah? And then this one is the most recent, in the recent couple hours. And it's come out, look, Luis Diaz, Barcelona are close to pulling out the race for him. They're tired. There's no point anymore. Sean Connolly, he gets a few things right. He's basically working with my colleagues, Go and Albert. We can confirm that Barcelona are advancing their efforts to sign Marcus Rashford. Wages would need to be reduced by up to 40% with a loan move remaining a desire. A mandatory purchase clause is a priority. So basically, they're on some loan thing still. Even though they've come to us already and said, yo, we want a loan, we've told them no. They're still on this loan thing. But we're saying a mandatory purchase. So if it's a loan with obligation and we'll pay half for this year, no problem. But for now, we just want our Maguires. We ain't got time for this. And then it's saying, listen, Rashford has started following Lewandowski and Pedri. You know these stalkers, these guys on it. So he's following them now. And he's following the Barca page. And then obviously Albert, the other geezer, he spoke about it and it's got put on the Barca page. And look, they've put him under tier 1. If you look at the Barca page, Info FCB, the third article, and you look at the medal thing, they put him as 1. That's how you put the tiers more time. Tier 1, tier 2, is he reliable? No. And they're saying the same thing, 40% cut, blah, blah, blah. So it looks like it's going to happen. And then finally, Barca are close to pulling out the race because Liverpool are not selling Diaz. They keep saying he's not for sale. So that's what it's looking with Rashi. Hopefully this is all lidge. It looks like it's lidge. And it's come out from all different journalists. Every single person. Look, this is Sean Connolly. This is Albert that said that. And then you go to the next one. And then it's got Pletigo. He works mostly for German news. Mondo Deportivo. He's good for Barca News and Real Madrid. And you got Matteo Moretto, who's in Italy. He works with Fabrizio. So that's 5 different sources all coming and saying, yo, boom, boom, boom. So I don't know. He's already said he'll take a wage cut. But I don't know how much he's going to take the actual wage cut for. But he said he's on it. And Barca, we'll see, man. They're the only people that can save us. Literally, this is what's fucked up about this situation we're in now. We've only got certain teams that can save us. Anthony only wants Betis. Rashford only wants Barca. Garnacho, hopefully Chelsea come in. And Villa. Ben Jacob just said something about Villa. So it's only certain teams, bro. It's mad. Sancho, Juventus, but is that even going on? I showed you already what Fabrizio said in the last hour. It's crazy, bro. I'll go to the next one. Like I said, for those that just come in, don't worry. I'm going to spin back round. And when I get the comments, I'll come back round. Don't worry. Let's get into it. Garnacho. Obviously, there was this rumor. You go to the right article on the right. This came out the other day that according to ESPN, Garnacho has been given permission to join his Man United teammates in pre-season training at Carrington. Cancelled himself. Because they've said that Rich Frey's come out yesterday and said, yo, he's come out today, I think. Was it earlier today or last night? I can't remember. But he's gone, Man United have not handed Garnacho permission to return to training. Their medical and rehabilitation facilities remain available should he wish to utilize them. And remote support will continue, but he's still expected to leave. So basically what's going on is, and that was today, what's going on right now is Rashford, Sancho, the Freedom Squad, Rashford, Sancho, Anthony, Malacia, all of them, they can go and use the facilities, but not whilst training's going on. When training's on, you're not going to see them walking around and Rashford gets caught in the picture. It's not going to happen. Soon as training is done, that's when they can go there. So it's like you're separate. You're basically exiled. Yo, you've gone to unit basically. Yeah, you're in unit. That's what's going on. You're expelled out of the school and you're just in unit now. That's what's happening. So these guys are still here. They can still use the training. So people will still say they're going training, but all this that they've giving him permission to come in and train is not true. This has just come out not too long ago. I don't know if it's true or not. According to Spanish Fee Hadjes, I don't know. I think it's a Spanish source. It says Anthony is now close to joining Real Betis again. And this is from the MUFC guys. Again, I don't know if it's true or not. We'll see. Hopefully it's true, but we'll see. And then obviously we got Man United hold a strong interest in Fulham midfielder Seth Region. This is another young boy. He's 16 years old. And then the boy Sully that breaks loads of news all the time. I showed you earlier in the last stream. He broke the news of the last two young boys. And then Fabrizio tapped in 2-3 weeks later. He's basically said Man United are currently front runners in the race for the England under-17s captain, Seth Region. So we keep signing these little gems. We've got energy for them. So give it a few years, we will have a good academy. But obviously, we don't want to hear about that. We want to go now. We're going off now. We're not on this long thing. But I see what side they're doing as well. They're trying to get their academy lit. We've signed about 4 gems now for the academy. And Diego Leon, I don't know if he's going to play with the first team or not, but it's another one. So yeah, that's just the news that's just broke recently about that. So we'll see. I don't know. It's just a young boy, innit? We'll get into this. Look at this chart here. Look at this chart, you lot. This is Liverpool signings. They got Verts, Frimpong, Kirkez, that Mama Marshy. I can't pronounce his name. Mama Varshi or something. I don't know this keeper, but they've signed him. Arsenal have signed Zubamendi, Norgard, Kepa, and Madueke, the funniest signing ever. City have signed Reinders, Cherky, Ait Nouri, and a keeper, Bettinetti or something. I can't remember his name. He's from Chelsea. And then obviously Chelsea have signed. Who's at the front? João Pedro? No, who's that? Who's that in the front? I can't see his face properly. I don't know who that is at the front. Is that Estevio? Is that Estevio at the front? I can't see the guy's face, you know. But anyways, João Pedro, Delap. Who's that other geezer as well? Chelsea just signed anyone. Can you not see these geezers and you don't know who it is? Wiz, who is this geezer? Wiz is in the chat. You're a Chelsea fan. Who are these geezers, bro? Is my eyes fucked, or can you not actually see these two players? You can see Delap and João Pedro. Who's the two people on the side of them? I can't see who that is. Is that Estavio, whatever his name is, the one from Palmeiras? I don't know who that is, bro. But yeah, whoever them two are anyway. and then who is that geezer there? Oh my gosh, this is madness. But I know they signed Gittins anyway. They signed Gittins, João Pedro, Delap. Who else? Estevio, yeah. Estevio's first. Yeah. That's what I thought. But why is he so far? So Estevio's first. I don't know who the other geezer is. Who's the other geezer next to Delap? You lot just signed the whole world, bro. Is this young boys or something? Is this? I don't understand. Is this? I don't know, bro. But Gittins ain't on this list, is he? Is Gittins on that list there? Is Gittins there? I can't see who's going on there, man. My eyes must be finished, bro. But yeah, anyways, look at Man United anyway. We got Cunha, and then you got Spurs that have got a new manager, Kudus. They've signed this geezer. Apparently, he's meant to be a good player, and they've got him for cheap as well. And they got Morgan Rogers. I know that's collapsed at the moment. It's off or something like that. But all the reports that are coming out are saying that it's gonna happen. But just look at what's going on. You wouldn't think that we finished 15th, mate. You wouldn't think that we finished 15th. Well, if we finished 15th and we've got to go out there and go crazy, and we've signed one player, and everyone else is signing players. You could put Diego Leon in there, but mate, no one's putting their youngsters. There's no other youngsters. Because I thought, why have we not put Diego Leon? But he's a youngster. Technically, he's under 17. So this is all the senior players that have been bought, or players that will go in the first team at least. And look at it. It's embarrassing, bro. It's actually embarrassing when you look at it, bro. Like, what is going on? Obviously, you've got to take away that, that's Sar, yeah? One of them's called Sar, yeah? Sar is there, yeah? Okay, cool. I don't know Chelsea players, bro. Sar, Estevio. I've seen him in the Club World Cup. Sar. Who is this geezer next to him then? I thought that was Enzo Fernandez, bro. Who is that next to him? And that geezer at the end, that's probably got to be Gittins, right? But I can't. Chelsea's just separate. But yeah, remember, they had the Club World Cup anyway. So Club World Cup, Man City Club World Cup, it makes sense why they done what they done. And you got to remember, they bought all the Mamouche and all that in January, whatever. But cool. So they've got a kind of reason to go mad, City and Chelsea. But what's Tottenham's reason? They finished 17th. What's Liverpool's reason? What's Arsenal's reason? They're showing ambition, bro. And we're just sitting there with Cunha, who we basically signed from last season. Technically. We all kind of knew it was done from like June. Like, come on, let's be real, May. So this is a joke thing, man. So I don't know what's going on, bro. I'll take a few of these messages and I'll move on to the next thing. But yeah, this is embarrassing, bro. You wouldn't think we finished 15th and we're trying to help Amarin take it to the next level. You wouldn't think that. You're right. These people, all the United players looking fit. Oh, I said this to you earlier. See the last stream? I showed the photos of the players, yeah, pre-season. They're all looking fit and lean. It's like my man told them, yo, you lot stick to a strict diet, because we're going to be running a lot. So we can't have you lot looking all bulky and that. All of them look fit, bro. They look lean. Like, it's mad. I'm going to show you a picture in a minute. Barca, please save us. Yeah, 100%. That's Rashi. Rashi's only chance. But it looks like they're going for him, though. That's the only thing, gamer. The only priority is that it looks like they're going for him. And it's 5 different journalists saying it. If it was only 1 or 2, or there was caught offside or the Sun, I'll be like, oh, I don't know. But you got Pletigo saying it. He's a German journalist. You got Mundo. He's reliable. Matteo works with Fabrizio. And then you've got Sean Connolly, who is in England. So it's hitting the English media now. And you got Albert, who they're saying is tier 1 for them. Do you understand? So it's going somewhere, man. He's following them on Instagram as well. So please save us, Barca, man. And just take him with the money, bro. You got the money there, bro. You got the 40 mil there, bro. You're going to go for Nico Williams, bro. Rashford is gone. I just don't want to have the drama with dealing with them 2 words. De Jong. Yeah, long thing, innit? Long. Yeah, it's true. That's how they dealt with us. I remember, and let me tell you something as well. I saw something today that keeper, Joe Garcia, they've just bought a keeper from Espanyol called Joe Garcia. They can't register him yet. This is what Nico Williams didn't want to go there for, because their registering thing is mad. They can't register players and that. They're different. Remember, Danny Olmo that went there last season, they couldn't get registered for about 5-6 games. So people trying to buy them and that. It's crazy. So hopefully they don't have that issue, and Rashford don't want no guarantees on paper that he'll get registered or something. That's what Nico Williams wanted. Belieber is better. Brighton, Belieber's a baller. I hope we go from next year. 40% cut is 120 per K per week. Oh, from Rashford's 320 or whatever. Was he on 300? If Rashford takes that, salute. I don't think he'll take that much. He'll take a little pay cut where it's enough. Because remember, Barcelona, they pay big wages, you know. So they're just saying, yo, cut your thing a little bit down. He's already said he'll take a wage cut. He wants to fit in their bill as much as possible. Yeah, he's going there. I reckon he's going, but it's just how he goes. Does he go now? And then we can go and spend the money. Because if they give us the 40 million, we can spend 120 in this window. We can go bananas. And his wages alone, that 300 or whatever it was, you can give that to 3 different players, mate. 100, it's mad. So hopefully, I just feel Barcelona don't like Rashford like that. Yep. I believe that they will get him on loan for a quick soul for their season and bundle him back. That's what I think. And I've been saying this to you for time. They want Nico Williams. That didn't work. They were prioritizing Luis Diaz. But then again, look at this now. Look at the last article. It says Barca are close to pulling out from the race with Luis Diaz. That's what I want to hear from Fabrizio, and that, like, they're not going for no more. Because Fabrizio only comes out and says the same thing. The plan hasn't changed. They still want Luis Diaz, blah, blah, blah. That's the last thing Fabrizio said about this whole Rashford stuff. So you get it. We can hear all of this from all of this. But if he comes out and said the same thing about Luis Diaz, it's like we're not even moving nowhere. Do you understand? This is the last time Fabrizio spoke about this situation. So this is the last thing he said. Was Barcelona's plan has not changed. The intention is to try and make a new approach for Luis Diaz soon. Diaz is keen on the move. He's the main target for Barca as winger, with Barcelona aware of the difficult negotiations ahead of club to club after 2 approaches rejected. Liverpool keeps rejecting them. Every time they come for Luis Diaz, they get rejected. So maybe now they finally hit their head and they've just gone, listen, we're going to pull out of that now. So it's a myth. We're chasing this guy. It's not happening. And remember, rest in peace, Jota. The Jota thing just happened. You've been rejected twice. You think you could go there right now and they're not in the best of mood and try and go again? Come on, man. Think about it. They've literally been rejected twice. You think you're going to go again now? Like, let's knock on the door again. Let's try again. That's why it's a bit mad. That's why I feel like. But I'm with you, though. I don't think they want him. Because if they wanted him, that would have been the easiest deal for them. Nico Williams was on 250k or something. That's why Arsenal didn't want to buy him. And he wanted a pay rise to sign for them. And Nico Williams was 58 million, which is 50 million pounds. Diaz is about 75 million pounds just to buy him. Fuck knows what ways they're going to put him on. Then you had Rashford sitting there twerking for you lot, going on podcasts. I want to play for you lot. I love Barcelona. Lamine Yamal, I want to play with the best. He's 40 million pounds, willing to take a wage cut. It's all perfect. So if they wanted Rashford, that deal would have been wrapped up ages ago. But they just want, like you said, a quick fix. We'll get him in for 1 year. And then after that, we'll see where Diaz is at or another winger. if he doesn't hit the ground proper running. If Rashford goes there and smashes it, which he probably would do, I think all of our players, if you put them in them leagues where you can counter-attack, Spain, Spanish league, Italian, all of them leagues, it just seems like it's got so much space. I don't know what it is, bro. Every time I watch them leagues, it's got so much space, bro. Anthony's just running down the channel, like, so much space. I don't know what it is, man. I feel like they'll all just hit the ground running. Højlund, Garnacho, even Sancho. Just put them over there. There's so much slow defenders, and the leagues are slower as well, innit? They're not pressing at 100 miles per hour like the Prem. So I think he'll go there. I think he would actually do well. Lamine Yamal on one side, Rafinha. It'll be crazy. Diaz will be available later. This is what I'm saying. I feel like they're waiting. Yeah, they believe that. Yeah. 100%, man. I'm with you, Amor. I'm with you. Nobody needs Rashford's energy in the dressing room. Rashford ain't coming back. My man said it in the video. Ben Jacobs said it in the video. I think some of you that might have missed it. He said, this Amrin guy, he's not a joke. Like, people, like, he smiles and that, he's happy in the interviews. But listen, when he wants a player exiled, they're not coming back. When he went to Sporting, there was the best player. I can't remember the name he said in the video. They had a player that everyone loved. He didn't like his attitude or something like that. He exiled him. He went to the Sporting president and said, yo, me or my man. They got rid of the geezer. He never played again. He got demoted to Sporting B. To the Sporting B. Like, they took him out of the whole first team and went to Sporting B. Never played for them again. They sold him next year. So he's saying, look, Amrin, he's not a joke. Like, they're with him. What he's saying is running. So, mate, I don't think he's going to come about anytime. All of them. That whole Freedom 5, I don't think we're going to see them again. Maybe Aston Villa will come for Garnacho, not Chelsea. Blood, I know you're a Chelsea fan, Wiz. Just hold it, bro. You know he's Madueke's replacement, man. Come on, man. Please, bro. You've seen all the links already, Wiz. Diaz going Munich. I see that today, but Liverpool don't want to talk. Liverpool don't want to sell him. They're saying he's not for sale. That's why Diaz is getting a bit angry, saying, bruv, apparently, I don't know how true it is because I saw someone else say something different, but apparently he's on 55k a week only. But someone else said he's on 120. I don't know, but he wants a pay rise. You won the league. I played a big part in the team. Give me a pay rise. Even if he's on 120, you got players like Martinelli on 180. Havertz is on 280. Jesus on 250. So these guys will look at these things, you know, and say, bruv, look at what I'm doing here. And you don't want to give me a pay rise. Even if they up it to 220, 240, it's still good for him, innit? So I think it might be Diaz is getting fed up. He's getting fed up over there, but I don't know what it is. But they're saying, so Diaz is basically saying, you're not letting me leave and you're not giving me a pay rise. So he's getting frustrated. That's what apparently is going on. Man United should be going for young talent with low wages like Belieber. Yeah, man. I think we'll go for a midfielder next season unless we get the funds this season. So someone like Rashford goes now for cash. We get his wages off the bill and the money. Then we might go for a midfielder. That's why all these midfield links, they're myth. I also believe that that's what's best for him, though. 100%. I want him to go Barca, man. I want him to go Barca. I think he'll smash it still. I think he'll smash it. I think he'll do his thing. You see me, I like the players to leave Man United, go places and do well. But I'm never going to turn around when I'm watching them and be like, oh, why did we sell him? See how our fan base always starts crying. Every time a player goes somewhere, starts doing good, they start crying every minute. Oh, we should not have sold Tchouameni. Oh, Wan-Bissaka. Oh, McTominay. There's every minute, any player. Elanga scores against us. Look, Elanga. Bro, I ain't got time for that. This guy needs FIFA. He loves FIFA, bro. You love FIFA, Thamesgen. Sar is there. But I don't even know the Sar geezer, bro. You put the Sar geezer in here, I don't even know the geezer. I'm sitting there looking, I'm saying, who is this geezer? You lot buy so much players, I can't even keep up. Sar, who the fuck is Sar? It's actually funny, we actually signed 3, but they didn't bother including the 2 that we signed, just saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, but remember the 3 that we signed, they're kids though. No one's got their kids on there. That's what I'm saying. I think that's what they're saying in a sense of like under 17s, academy players, they're not involved. Because remember, City's signed someone, like everyone's probably signed someone. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think they're going off all the senior players that you would go off. If there's a Chelsea fan in there right now, which Wiz is here, if you ask Wiz right now, basically, yo, who's Man United signed? He's only going to say Cunha. But Man United fans, we would know Diego Leon, Enzo, but they're little kids. They're not coming in right now. And Enzo's going on loan as well. But I get what you're saying, though. But you know what I'm trying to say, innit? No one's got their kids in there. No one's got their under 18s there as signed. So that's what the point I think they're doing. Because I looked at that as well. So didn't we sign someone else? But I get what they're saying, innit? They're saying, yo, this is the senior players that everyone's signing. Big up yourself, with Tata. What you saying, Lee, man? Chat to me, man. What's good? It's embarrassing, but we got to remember the window is closing in September. Yeah, September the 1st. Bro, it's crazy. So we don't overreact. This is why I say to you, look, I don't overreact with this thing. I just take it easy, but it's still like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is going on, mate? They are all Marcus Rashford's friends trying to put pressure on Barcelona. What? Nah, Brian, man, you're going mad with that one. Matteo Moretto, he works with Fabrizio, bro. Mundo Deportivo is a Spanish source. If you go on the Barca Universal, go on that page now on Twitter, you're going to see Mundo Deportivo in there for stuff that's got nothing to do with us. Literally talking about Sevilla and João Garcia and other players. Literally. He was the one that was writing last time about who's the other player that they were in for? Antonio Nusa from Leipzig. He wrote about that. So they're not Rashford's friends, bro, man. This guy's scarred. You're so scarred, you just think nothing's gonna happen. That it's just like, nah, man, there's gotta be a catch. They're Rashford's friends, man. They gotta be. I hear it. I hear you, Brian. I hear you. But nah, man, they're not Rashford's friends, man. Trust me. Pletigo is Germany. He's from Germany. They're not connected. None of these journalists are even connected. You understand? Sean Connolly, he's not going to be saying that about Rashford. Like, I don't think it's that deep still. He's funny though. Hey, Brian, you're too paranoid. That's the word. You're paranoid. I get it though. I don't blame you. He's paranoid, man. Barca will opt for a loan for Rashi or see. I think so the same, Santos. I think so the same. I hope they come with the money. And John, what's his name? That I played the video for him. Ben Jacobs? He said that we're being stern right now. They've already asked for money, but we're being very, very stern. We're saying, listen, we're not going to give out no loans right now. We're doing what people do to us. Brentford, what's Brentford doing to us right now? We want a certain amount. We're not budging. So when Man United do it, it's a big problem. That's exactly what Ben Jacobs said, bro. He said, when Man United do it, everyone sees it as a problem. But, bro, we're staying stern. We want our money. And it's early in the window as well. But if it gets later in the window, where it's like August, the 20th and all of that, we've played Arsenal already. We've probably played another game. Who's our second game? Burnley away, is it? Or Fulham away? We've played Arsenal. We've played Fulham away. The deadline day's coming and they're coming for a loan. Of course, we'll let them go. That's what they're probably waiting for. Let's be real. So you're probably right. But I would love for us to take the cash for him, man. 100%. Let's go to another one of this and then we'll get into the next thing. But yeah, bro, I didn't even finish this one here as well for you lot. Look, I didn't finish this one here. Look, so this is everyone's ball. And then obviously we got Elanga and all of that. And it just spoke about basically the total that we've made of that money in our sleeve. That here we go money. In total, Man United stand to make around 13.6 million in sell-on fees from the profits generated by the recent sales of Anthony Elanga, Nottingham Forest to Newcastle, 6 million. 20% profit, and Alvaro Carreras, Benfica to Real Madrid, 7.6. So that's 13.6 million. So this deal isn't being held up because of money, bro. We've got money. I'm talking about the Mbeumo deal. We've got money, bro. But it's just, you get it? It's just like, it's techie. Like, they're just doing, I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know, man. But I don't think there's money because we've got the money. It's not like we're short for money. Because remember, we went in for the lap. We went in for Delap and we went in for Cunha. That was meant to be 90 million calm. Now, with Mbeumo, it's looking like it's going to cost 62 plus 65. That'll be like, what's that, like 120 something. So 127 or something. Like, it's mad. So the money's not a problem because we've got the money. So we don't know what's going on. And obviously, we got Mateta. Every time we sit there and we say who's left, realistically wise, Gyökeres is basically going to go to Arsenal. Who else is there? Osimhen's going to Galatasaray. Let's be real right now. Ekitike is 85 million. That's 100 million euros. We're not doing that. And then we've got who else on that list? There's no one else on the list that we could actually go for apart from Watkins, and everyone else just says Mateta. I told you the other day, Milan are in for Mateta. They put something out there. Yeah, they really want him, etc. That was another link. This has come out today now. Jean-Philippe Mateta is currently the priority target among the forwards contacted by AC Milan in recent days. The striker is very keen on joining Milan and his entourage is putting pressure on Palace to open the door for a move. I don't know how true this is, but I know that he was in talks with Palace and it was exciting to play in Europe with them. Obviously, I know you lot have seen the news, right? That Palace have been kicked out of Europa now. They're playing conference. So maybe he might not feel like staying anymore. He's like, this is dull. Because remember, they got the little partnership with Lyon. So that might be a bit peak for them. So I don't know, man. We'll see what happens with that. But the Mateta thing is us pushing it, the fans. I ain't seen no links. Manchester United are linked to Mateta by no one reliable. I've seen it by idiot little outlets, but no one reliable. It's more the fans want it to happen because we're looking at it. He even kind of matches what Ruben wants in a striker. The lap, Osimhen, Gyökeres, a bully striker. He matches that. And he's doing it in the Prem, but maybe he's not as consistent enough because I don't think he's even hit 15 goals. And last season was maybe his best season. Let's be real. Last season was probably his best season, and he hasn't, and he didn't even hit 15 goals. So this is what I'm trying to say. So they might be looking at him. He's not consistent enough. Blah blah blah. I don't know, but that's a situation with Mateta. Let me get a few more of these, and then I'll move on. Seems like Rashford, Sancho, Anthony all about to go soon. Maybe that'll be kickstart to signings coming soon. Yeah, man, we need some outgoings, man. It's terrible, man. The only team that seems to be selling this whole thing is Chelsea. Chelsea just sell and buy. They're on a different thing. Their negotiators are probably the best ones, man. No one else is selling anyone. I ain't seen no one. What Kudus has left West Ham, but I'm talking about like the big six. It's just Chelsea, bro, and they're buying players that we don't even know. Who the fuck is Saar? You still have not told me who this geezer is next to the lap. Who is this guy next to the lap? Does anybody know who this geezer is next to the lap on this page? I thought that was Enzo Fernandez, bro. This is the people that they've bought this season. Who is this geezer next to the lap? I've never seen in my life. You are right on fitness. Just reported. What's that? Amram. He's not going anywhere. We're stuck with these bums. Yes. Listen, I hope not, bro. I hope not. But yeah, Man United players receive personalized fitness plans over the break with Ruben Amorim and his staff being particularly focusing on injury perfection. See, I told you, look, they're all slimming down for a reason. There's no way all these players are slimming down like this. They all look slim, bro. And I put that on the last show. I'll put a little article in there now. Most of the players come back and they've all slimmed down. I don't know if Amorim told them, listen, this is the fitness plan. You lot are going to be running like dogs next season. So make sure you slim down. But look at them. Love for that, Man United as well. Appreciate you, man. You always busting me with the news, man. Players return sharp and ready for the next season. Sources say Amorim is taking a no-nonsense approach. He's on a different thing, man. I said this, bruv. They all look sharp. Look at them. Look at Casemiro, Lean, Ugarte, Dorgu. When Dorgu come, it was a little bit more stockier than that. You know what I'm saying? They all look a bit sharp. Let me think. Let me. I think I've got some more of them. More pictures. Even the boy Højlund looks sharp. I'm thinking, what's going on here? It's gone mad. All of them are trying a little thing, man. Amorim's telling them, like, yo, listen, you lot have got to fix up. You're going to be running like dogs. Let me share screen and show you what's going on. Quickly. X. Hold on. Look at that. Save. Lenny Euro. They're all slimming down, bro. He's got them man running like dogs. Yeah, you lot better slim down. Different. Obviously, Cunha's coming already. Cunha, remember, they put walking stats about Cunha in it. He walks the most in the league. So, yeah, that's going to have to get patterned. If I press this, it's going to take me to my United side. So, look at that. Look at Big Harry. They've all slimmed down, bro. He said, yeah, you lot better cut down. Fitness. We're going to be on a different team next year. And they've all cut down. Bruno, he's already kind of slim. Look at Casemiro, bro. Madness. Mazarari. Fucking hell, baby. He looks ill. He actually looks ill when you look at it. This is crazy. Hold on. Let's go to some other ones. Heaven's always been a little bit slim. Ahmad. Let's go down to Whitmore. Big Harry is back. Obviously, we've seen Barry. Look at Højlund. Oh, my days. This is what I'm saying to you lot, man. My man's on a different thing. Amorim's telling them, man, there, yo, you better pattern up. Because the way we're going to be moving next season is different. We finished 15th. You better be ready to run. Yeah? He's not going nowhere. You're right on fitness. Yeah. Love for that, man. Players return sharp for the next season. So that just came out just now then. Who actually said that though, Man United? Who was the source? But yeah, look at my man. Højlund looks sucked. I still want Højlund to go. I'm not looking at this and getting gassed, by the way. Yo, we need him. Nah, bro. He's got to go still. No way. Being fit and sharp ain't fixing low IQ footballers. Maddison, hey, I'm with you. That's what I'm saying. Yo, certain man still got to go. But obviously he's told them, yo, you lot have got to pattern up. Like, all that you're not running and that you're going to be running this season. So slim up. But it's like they should have to bulk up a little bit, though, because we need them to be aggressive as well and be more physical, you know. Islam Slimani, that's the geezer's name. You was listening, Harvey. You was listening. That's who Ben Jacob said the geezer was. Islam Slimani was a fan favorite. Everyone loved him. It's basically like, it's like Amrin coming in now. Who would I say everybody loves in Man United? Because it's hard to have right now because everyone's been so shit. But let's just say someone like Ahmad or, you know what I'm saying? Like Kobe, Bruno. They're like, you know what I'm saying? Everyone loves them or something, or Euro. And he comes in and he goes, you're gone. That's what he basically done. I don't care. You're not playing good enough. He just done a mad thing to that Islam Slimani guy. The manager don't make jokes. Okay. The manager don't make jokes. Okay. What do you mean, Patrick? What do you mean by that? I don't get it. I can't understand it. The manager don't make jokes. Okay. What are you talking about? What was the king of sporting, but Ruben dropped him to the B team? Yeah, that's what Ben Jacob just said that. This is what I'm saying. So I think he's got onto them. Respect Rashford if he takes a 40%. Yeah, I spoke about that, didn't I? That's 120 per week from 300k. Oh, that's another one. I don't think he's going to do that, man. I don't think he's going to take that. I don't think he's going to do that. He's not going to do that. I think that's what they're saying. They're putting out there that if he takes a 40%, that's good. But I don't think he's going to take a 40%. He'll probably take like a 20%. Do you know what I'm saying? He's not going to go to 120k if you're on 300. He'll probably drop to about 200, 220, something like that. But no way. No one's doing that. That's Saudi prices. That's what men are doing in Saudi. Like, imagine leaving Saudi and coming back to Fing. They're not doing that. I'm hearing Nicholas Jackson to know you. What do you mean? What, Nicholas Jackson knows me? What? I'm hearing Nicholas Jackson to know you. What are you saying, Harvey? Yeah, I'll take that, you know. I'll take Gonzalo Ramos as a loan because they don't rate him at PSG. You don't fit in, man. He's getting here, nigga, damn minutes, some idiot minutes. So I'll take that still. There's always a catch. Brian is so nervous. Let me get into what Brian's saying. Hold on. Let me just show you the players again, yeah? For those that missed it. This is Højlund. Ruben's come out and said, you lot got to be on a strict program. I'm going to get tougher this season. We're going to be running. He's on some athletic thing. Obviously, he's trying to implement his style now. So this is what he's doing. So look at Højlund. Look at some of these players, bro, how they've dropped weight. Look at Harry Maguire, bro. So obviously, they'll be able to move a bit quicker and whatnot. But yeah, and it's going to avoid injuries and whatnot. But these, man, he's made them be on a mad diet, bro. And so, I mean, they've gone on their holidays. Mazarawi looks ill. Don't you think he looks ill? He's the way his t-shirt's set up. He looks a bit like ill. He looks like an uncle. Yeah. Casemiro, it's madness. Bruno's always kind of sucked, really. And he's got energy for days anyway. You don't even need to tell him that. And then we got the boy Harry there. And then we got, who do we have here? We had Lenny Euro. Look at Lenny Euro. Fuck yeah, now, big man. Looks about 17 now, bruv. Yeah, man, madness, man. Ruben's on a different thing for them. This is his season. He knows, innit? If this season don't work for him, he's more or less going to walk. He's already told us. So he needs it to go how he wants it to go. So we'll see. Like, yeah, let me get into what Brian's saying. Why Brian's saying there's a catch. This guy is too paranoid. Let me get into it. Barca, Rashi. It's the Rashi stuff, innit? Yeah. Obviously, they said that Rashi's meant to be going. It's close. Boom, boom, boom. Not close. Sorry, I went mad with that one. He's the number one target now. He's the number one priority. He's top priority. And Flick has given the green light for Rashi to go. That's what's happening. He's not close. Let me not say that. I went mad with that. But Rashford's given the green light. His priority is to join. He's already said he wants to join. He'll take a pay cut, blah, blah, blah. So this is what's come on. And then Brian is so paranoid. And I don't blame him, by the way. And he's saying, they're all Marcus Rashford's friends trying to put pressure on Barcelona, all the journalists. But yeah, listen, they're not all connected, man. Pletigo is from Germany. Mundo Deportivo, he does a lot of Barca and Real Madrid stuff, so he's Spanish. Matteo Moretto's in Italy, and he works with Fabrizio. And then you got, obviously, Sean Connolly's in England. And then you got Albert. I think he's from England as well, but I've never heard of him. But they're putting him as tier 1 for Barca news. So I don't know, but they're putting him as tier 1, so he might be reliable for them. But come on, Brian, man. You're good, man. You're good. Trust me. It's not. They're definitely in for him. A lot of reliable people have said they're in for him, so they're definitely in for him. But I get what you're saying. You're too feral. So yeah, feels like it's just the same shit every day. Rashford, Sancho, and Mbeumo do. But yeah, it's true. It's just like a cycle from different journalists. You have Fabrizio come. Wait, be patient. It's all cool. Then you have Ben Jacobs come. But you know what it is though? Some of them break it down differently though. Like Laurie Whitwell yesterday, if you don't miss the stream, go watch it. I'm telling you, he broke it down. Was it earlier? Yeah, earlier. He broke it down properly. Like, listen, the egos and the gaps and da-da-da-da. So it's just different words. But at least we kind of do need that though. You'll say that now, but we kind of do need it because, mate, when it goes too dull, you don't hear nothing at all. Anything can happen. It could have collapsed. You know, like that. So when they're saying, yo, it's just the egos of the presidents and they don't want to look moist, you kind of know certain things. Brian, apparently Xabi Alonso doesn't rate Tchouameni. Fuck, I don't know. But I've got the article of that. I'll show it to you in a minute, but I don't think it's true anyway. So I don't know. What the fuck is going on with United, man? Game, I know it's mad, isn't it? It's a scary time right now. It is scary, I'll be real. It is a scary time, man. When everything's happening with a lot of people as well around us, it just makes everything 10 times worse. So go get a player from the Championship or something at this point. What? So what? We saying, what, drop out Mbeumo then? What are you saying? What, drop out Mbeumo? Go get a player from the Championship or something. What are you saying? Drop out Mbeumo or go get a player in general? Just go and get someone. Is that what you're saying, Quaku? Just get anyone. Where are you getting this substitute from? Bro, what have you been smoking? What are you talking about, Matthew? I don't smoke. What are you talking about, though? What information are you talking about? And why would you come on a page where I'm literally showing you where the stuff are? You're asking where I'm getting it from. It's right in front of you. Like, I'm not here putting the camera to my face and just talking and saying, yeah, this is what's going on. I'm showing you where it's from. So, but what are you talking about anyway? And we'll talk about it. Don't worry. Don't worry, Matthew. You're Man United, so it's all good. From Strasbourg star. Oh, is that the star from Strasbourg? They send him on loan. Is this what they do? They come, send them on loan, and then they bringing him to the first team then. So he's worked out. But I don't. This is what I'm saying. Chelsea's doing so much. I don't even know what's going on over there. Now we still don't know who this geezer is next to the lap. That looks like Enzo Fernandez. I don't know who this geezer is. Who is he? I've never seen him before. I would take a swap deal for Rashford, Arujo. Is it Arujo, the way they say it? I know you're talking about though. Garvey, Olmo, Pedri, Lamine Yamal. Mate, we'll take anyone from him. Because anyone can actually play. Anyone can actually play, bro. Anyone can actually play. So if we take anyone on this list, at least they can actually play. You know what I'm saying? Like and subscribe, my people, man. You know we're doing this every day for you lot, man. 3 times a day. Make sure you hit the like button at least and subscribe. Love for that, Man United, man. You're always coming true. Maybe Ineos cutting their food budget. Bruv, it's crazy. I don't know what's going on, but I'm trying to stay positive. Remember, I do this for you lot every day when I'm bringing you lot the stuff. So if I'm pissed off and it gets to me, I'm not going to be able to do this. I'm going to say, bruv, this is long. I'm not doing that. Do you know what I'm saying? But this is how it's been feeling with the Mbeumo stuff. Wissa, it could get... We might miss out. Oh, bro, it's stressful sometimes, man. Okay, they'll be fit the next season, but they would be technically better. This is what I'm saying. But, mate, all we can do is see in it. Obviously, he's gave them a program to stick to, and they're doing it. And they've done it. So we can only big it up and just see what's happened. Palace dropped the Conference League now. That's what I'm saying. Because they dropped the Conference League, Mateta might change his mind. But the only thing worrying is we haven't seen one thing about Mateta linked to us. I wouldn't mind Mateta. I swear to you. I met Man United. Oh, what did you say last time again? Yeah, you said something. I'm hearing Nicholas Jackson to Man United. No. That's gas. He's red carded off. We won't even need him. He's a walking red card. Have you not seen what they're billing over there in Chelsea? You got to think about it. Look, João Pedro was elbowing guys. He was trying to elbow people over there. He's on a different thing. They've all got tempers. The lap is a walking yellow card, and Jackson's a walking red. So you basically, I wouldn't like the lap especially. He's always getting booked. Every game he gets booked like normal. So they're trying to build a little aggressive attack, but they're just gonna they get red cards galore all the time. So I don't know what's going on. Nah, Kalas, this Ramos thing, man. Rami Watkins, man. I don't want no obrigado thing. obrigado. He's trying to build up a Portuguese thing, innit? Diogo Costa as well. You know what it is, though? Watkins, the 60 million, if we're moving like this with Mbeumo, who I think is actually worth 65, and we're sitting there saying, no, we're not budging. What the fuck are we going to do with players like Watkins when Villa asks for 60 million and he's 29? We're going to say, nope, we're walking away. Probably bid back 42 million. They'll reject it. We'll bid about 46. They'll reject it. We'll bid 50 and we'll call it a day. And they'll reject. Like, it's mad. But I hear you, though. I'll take Watkins all day. I've told you lot already. I've showed you lot stats. He's certified. Jackson is not happening to Man United, Harvey. Not a chance. Yeah, Harvey, you need to tell us your links. Tell us your sources, bro. Put your app for your sources. It must be the Sun. Same geezer that's saying we made a bid. Cast looks good. That's what I'm saying. A lot of them look good. The only one, Mazarawi's lost weight as well. All of them. Fabrizio, Formano. Barca, INF. This guy. I thought he was actually trying to bust me on a link, you know. I thought he was showing me. I don't see these players going anytime soon. It's going to happen late August, guys. Barca are beggars. They're going to somehow drag this and get a loan. That's what I'm saying. But even if they drag it and get a loan in the end, it has to be obligation, man. Please, bro. But Amor that said it, that yeah, they're probably just going to use him for a year, and then after that year, they're just going to film. This is what Amor said, which is I fully agree with. I just feel that Barcelona don't like Rashford like that. I believe that they will just get him on loan for a quick soul for their season and bundle him back to us at the end of the season. That's what I think is going to happen. Because if they wanted him, they could have had him by now. Remember, guys, he's 40 million. Nico Williams is 50. Luis Diaz is 75. He's taking a pay cut. Nico Williams he's on 250 already and he wanted more. Come on, man. They would have made it happen. Luis Diaz, I've said he's not for sale and they're still trying. So, I don't know. But 100% I'm with you, though. We can't trust Barca and they're broke and they can't register players. We're meant to be broke. They're fucking broke. They sell seats and that, VIP seats and that. They're doing madnesses over there. Don't disrespect Metch, Matthew, idiot. Forget this geezer, man. Love for that, though, Harvey, but forget them. Man's coming in and said, where are you getting these sources from? And the sources are right in front of you. Every single source I put here is right in front of you. I'm not these guys that's going to come here and just put the camera on my face and just talk to you lot and tell you, lot, yeah, mate, the Sun is saying this and acting like it's true. Bro, I show all of you that what's going on. I'm always going to do that, no matter what. So, yeah, forget him anyway. It's cool. Obviously, he's just come in and he probably thought it was clickbait or something. So, it's cool. And it is what it is. But love for that though, Harvey. Come on. The Metric community, man, they got my back. You get me? Don't ever come in there thinking you can talk mad. Not true. Paranoid Brian. It's out here. Brian, I like Brian, you know. He's paro, bruv. But that's what happens when you see the Glazers. They've traumatized so much people that everyone just shook. Do you know what I mean? Everyone just shook like, nah, man, it's not going to happen, man. It happens every season. But, mate, I don't really blame him. But I get you, though. Like, it could happen, it could not. Mod me so I can ban him. Just joking, Matthew. Metch only says real stuff, not like any of them clickbaiters. Mate, is what it is, man. It's always idiots. There's always them. What midfielder do you think will sign? I think, yeah, the only midfielder we've been linked with, I show you that all the time, was Edison. Edison is the only midfielder that, oh shit, what? Petrovic has gone to Bournemouth, yeah? Here we go. Okay. See what I'm saying, bro? That could have been fucking Anana or Bayende. Why did Bayende go to fucking Bournemouth, man? Joking. But yeah, the only midfielder, love for that, Man United. Appreciate you, man. Always putting the bombs in. Only midfielders we're linked with heavy is Edison. And I've showed you that report a few times now. We're linked with Edison heavy. Like Fabrizio's come out and said it. It said something about Wharton in there as well. But look, even that link there, that report I'm about to show you, yeah, it's so long ago that we ain't been linked with a midfielder since. People want to talk about Rios all the time. Everyone comes in this chat and says, Richard Rios. We haven't been linked with him. You know what I mean? We haven't been linked with him still. This is the last time we've been linked with a midfielder. is Edison. Look at that. And that's from Rob Dawson. He's reliable for ESPN. I don't know about the rest. And he said, Man United can boost their budget with incoming transfer fees. There might be some headroom to move for a midfielder like Atlanta's Edison or Crystal Palace's Adam Wharton. So he said that on the 30th of June. You can see the date at the bottom. And then Fabrizio, obviously, in April. Look how long that was. Fabrizio spoke about him and said, Man United have discussed Edison during a meeting with the club directors and Ruben Amorim. United made contact with the players' camp a few months ago to show their interest. He's seen as one of the ideal midfield candidates. So this is who we're going to go for, man. Let's just be real. Alfredo spoke about the price. We're going to probably go for Edison. But if it's not Edison, Wharton's in there. But I don't know if we're fully going to be in for Wharton because of his price. His price is going to be mad. Palace, they'll see Man United as well, start rubbing their hands and say, yep, 100 million. You know what I mean? Easy. Did Madrid put any exit money for Tchouameni? What do you mean? Exit money? Let me show you the article for Tchouameni in case you don't know. I don't believe it, by the way. Yeah, there is. Let me show you. So this is what's come out for Tchouameni, yeah? And I don't think it's true. Let me just let you know that, yeah? But breaking, Man United have offered 78 million to Real Madrid. That's from The Sun. I've gone on The Sun's article because I like to dig in. I'm not these guys. I'm just going to see one thing. You see these other content creators, yeah? They're going to go out there, see one thing. Man United have made 150 million bid for Mbappe and come here and talk about it. Put the camera to their face and just talk about it. Yeah, I think we're going to sign Mbappe. I don't do that. I want to show you everything about it. If it's true or not, I don't think it is. But obviously, it's up to you what you believe. So this is what it is. Apparently, with Real Madrid have rejected a 78 million bid for Man United for Tchouameni. Other reports have said it. The only reason I even know about this report is because MUFC YTP put it up. If they didn't put it up, I wouldn't have even known about it because I'm not even going to go out there and search for The Sun. I don't believe The Sun already. So anyways, Team Football's put it up. And then, like Deadline Day Live, whatever. So when I've seen this, I've just broke it down and I bring it here and I talk about it. But I always tell you my opinion straight away. I'm not on this. I might get you lot to believe it and then tomorrow put something else up about him. I think it's bullshit. Yeah? I think this is bullshit. I don't believe The Sun at all. Even The Sun, if you read it, look at the second paragraph of the second one, yeah? Of the second article, it says, according to the Spanish journalist, Eduardo Inda, Real have turned down Man United's surprise move for the 25-year-old. So listen to this. The Sun is reporting that they basically heard the Spanish journalist, Eduardo, say that. So they're not even reporting it and saying, this is what's happened. Real Madrid have made a bid for Man United have made a bid for Tchouameni, blah, blah, blah. They're saying, we have heard from the Spanish journalists that apparently Real have turned down this bid. So I already know it's bullshit because it should be your sources. You know what I mean? So that's what's going on, man. But it is what it is. But yeah, I don't know about no exit money or nothing. This is it. This is the only thing why Tchouameni is on the thumbnail. This is it. This is the article. I don't think it's true, but this is my point. I wanted to show my guys. This is the metric community. I'm real with you lot. So I wanted to show you lot. This is what goes on for us. Everyone wants to eat. Everyone needs to feed their family. So they talk about Manchester United. So they woke up today and said, let me just lie on Manchester United. And then this has come out as well today. Man United won't be signing Jordan Henderson this summer, but they could do a lot worse by bringing him in. Bro, Jordan Henderson is going to Brentford. It's already been said by David Ornstein, all of that. He's going to Brentford. It's more or less done. Why have you woken up at 7 a.m. and spoke about he won't be coming to us? We've never been linked with him. He's 35 years old. We're not linked to him. So this is my point. The Mirror is the same people that said Mbeumo 70 million bid from Tottenham. So this is what I do. I tell you lot who I think is reliable and who's not. And I remember sometimes as well when they say something crazy. So the Mirror are kind of shaky. But they said Tottenham bid is 70 million and everyone has said that's not true for Mbeumo. And then he's kind of reliable for Newcastle News, MSI Douglas, but he's saying we're in for Scalvini, who is a good defender, by the way. He's going to cost about 52 million, but we're not in for him. Let's be real. We're not even in for no defenders. That's one position that we haven't been really talking about this summer is defenders. So it's gas. So this is my point. As you can see, journalists are in trouble. A lot of them just chat shit. They wake up in the morning, Man United, Calvert-Lewin, Callum Wilson, blah, blah, blah. It's bullshit. They just want to get on our nerves. There's so much of us that half of us fall for it, and then the whole of the Premier League laugh at us. That's it. So yeah, man, I don't know about no Madrid exit money still. I'm tired with these issues. We need a striker, definitely. We taking Watkins. Maybe he will prove us wrong. I will take Watkins, man, 100%, man. But 60 million, they're trying to price him out of a move, man. That's madness. Looks like we're training for fighting and not playing football. 100%, innit? Don't know what we're doing, man. We're looking sucked. But, bro, if we start running at teams and we got loads of energy and we're scoring the goals we need to score, we might be that team, bro. Because apparently, Ruben's style is like he likes them to run like Bournemouth. You know, Bournemouth, like they're pop intensive, they're pressing. So maybe that's what he's told them to do. Yo, go out there and da-da-da-da-da. Chelsea just sell Petrovic and Man United have not sold. Chelsea are the best at selling, bro. But, bro, Wiz, I know you're a Chelsea fan, but you're still not telling me all now who the hell the skeezer is next to the lap. You still haven't told me, bro. Who is the skeezer next to the lap, bro? I still don't know who that is. I would make a loan move for Moukoko and Endrick. Yeah, you're not a Man United fan. No way. If you're Moukoko and Endrick, Moukoko, didn't he just sign for someone? And Endrick, they're too small. I don't think you're preying it. People were saying this about Jonathan David as well. Let's get Jonathan David, mate. For what these guys, for what Ruben's trying to do, he's trying to have a box striker that can score headers, that can get the end of crosses, etc. So he's trying to get bullies, Osimhen, Delap, people that are strikers that are in the box. Moukoko, I don't think they're going to take a risk on anyone that isn't, look, they're too small. They might get bullied out the way when they come to the Prem. They're going to look at it, oh, if he comes to the Prem, what happens? Do you know what I'm saying? So that's not Gittins, bro. Why are you saying Gittins? The guy next to Delap, the geezer next to Delap is not, Gittins is black. The guy next to Delap is not black, bro. He looks like Enzo Fernandez. So look, there's the first guy is Estavio, then it's João Pedro, then it's Delap. Then who the hell is the geezer next to him? That's what I want to know. Because I can't see. It looks too far for me, mate. I might have bad eyes or something, but I cannot see who that is. And it looks like Enzo Fernandez's little cousin or something. Yeah? So let me know who that is. I don't know who that is, bruv. But yeah, listen, I'm not with this one here. I wouldn't take them two, man. It's a risk again. Moukoko, is he going to be able to hack the physicality? It's too small, man. Bring them and there's backups. Here we go, Man United boss us, love. Imagine we only sign Mbeumo, laugh out loud. What would you think the plan will be? I think it will be Xerxes, Mbeumo, and Cunha, just interchanging. But that wouldn't be enough, man. I don't think that would be enough. But like I said, I think all of these guys will go, but it might go a bit too late, where we might not be able to replace them, and we might have to go in January. But by January, what might have happened to Amrin by then? It's crazy, man. So hopefully we can get a move on, man. But we've got to sell these guys. But love though, Mbeumo, man. I'm tired of commenting, here we go, that ain't Man United. That's what I'm saying. Man United broke the news yesterday for Madueke. You just broke the news for Petrovic. I saw you broke the news for Kudus. None of our news. And more, my peoples. Man United the same. I'm tired of listening to Mark Goldbridge every day, cycling the same information day in, day out. Them man, they take it proper, like, you get it, like it's a proper business, innit? So they just talk about everything, innit? You get it? Any little thing that comes out of anything. They know it's not true. They'll come and talk about it and they'll act like they think it might be true. That's what I'm saying. I don't do that. I'll come and talk about things, but mate, I'm letting you know, this is bullshit. I don't trust this guy. He said that this happened that time, but it didn't happen. I'm not trying to fool no one, etc. So I'm putting that Tchouameni one to bed. So tomorrow, I can't come here again and say, Tchouameni again, because I've already put it to bed. So that's what I'm on. But he can't do that. They do it smart, where he'll be like, so the Tchouameni deal could happen, knowing that it's the sun, it's not going to happen, so that tomorrow, if something else comes about him, he can talk about it again. Well, just say yeah, because it's bullshit anyway. So you can say what we think, 200 million, we offered the full package. It's crazy, mate. It's crazy, Stefan. It's crazy. We get linked with everyone. These journalists need to get paid. It's cool, innit? As long as you realize that, you're cool with it. So when I wake up and I see Calvert-Lewin and all these guys, I don't want to get angry. It's like, they need to get paid, mate. It's cool. Not like it's his fault though. Every time I remember we were once linked to oil money owners, it makes me cry watching all this nonsense play out. I know, man. I know, bruv. We got them Qataris, bruv. The whole debt would have been paid off. Man, I'm forgetting what would have happened, but we don't really want to go back and think about it, innit? Because it's just like, fam, it would have been nice. Would have had mere peas, but it is what it is. You see Spurs today. Spurs are getting some Saudis now. They're getting naming rights in the stadium. They're going to have some papers, you know, Spurs, you know. Joke thing. I think Man United should be talking about the striker now. That is our major problem. Yeah, I'm with you, but we have to just wrap up Mbeumo, man. As soon as we get Mbeumo over the line, then I hear what they can do. Remember, Cunha was playing as a striker for Wolves, and Mbeumo was played as a striker for Brentford about 15 games. So I think they can do a little interchange. Some days, Bruno, you get it? Like, they can move it around. So I don't think they're looking at that position. They want it's priority to them, but they're looking at it and saying, if we get Mbeumo, he can do what he needs to do and he can interchange with the free. That's the situation. His release clause is 1 billion. Who is that? Who is that? Dim Black? Whose release clause? Whose release clause is 1 billion? Gittins, bro. It's not Gittins, brother. Oh, Paez. Oh, okay. I always laugh for that. We got a Chelsea fan, man. He's cool though. You get it? He's a cool Chelsea fan. I like him. Yeah, nah, cool. I didn't know who that is. Paez. I've heard about him, but I've never seen him. Oh, Tchouameni's release clause is £1 billion. Allow it. He's not worth that, bro. He's all right, but he's not that good. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's not that good, bro. Who is that geezer? MetricBay. Yeah, I was on to him for it. Because I was saying, who is that? I'm looking at this geezer. I'm like, I don't even know who that is. I'm looking at everyone's list. I know what everyone's doing here. Arsenal fans. I know all of them. Tchouameni, Norgard, Kepa, Madueke, Kirkes, Wirtz, Frimpong, Reinders, Cherky, Aitnouri, Beteletti, whatever his name is. And I'm looking at Chelsea. I'm like, who the fuck are these guys? I don't know none of them. You know what I'm saying? I know this geezer for Spurs. They paid 5 million for him. He's South Korean or something like that. But it looks deep. It looks dark for us, man. It looks dark, man. This guy is probably Kendry Paez. Yeah, he just said that. Love for that. Appreciate it, Dimlak. Appreciate that, man. I'm a Man United fan. I think the movement of Mukoko reminds me of who does it remind you of? It's good, and I can see him being a top striker. I don't know, man. I think he's too short that he will get ushered out the way. Do you get it? You know what I mean? Like that, and they're not going to take that risk. Højlund is it short, and he's getting ushered out the way. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, bro. Let me summarize a few of these, man. Why can't we finish Mbeumo deal now? I don't know. I played the video. Oh, he didn't talk about Mbeumo today, though. But I played the video. He didn't really get into Mbeumo, Ben Jacobs. But Laurie Whitwell got into Mbeumo earlier. And that's on the last stream. If you go back and watch it, you see what Laurie Whitwell said. But it's close, but it's just the egos are in the way. And it's just, I don't know, man. I just want to hear we go. You understand? Like, one of you that put it in the chat, here we go. Because I can't have Fabrizio on notifications. If I get him on push notifications, my phone doesn't stop going off me. Bing, 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 bing. You go on there, Sesko's followed Arsenal on Instagram. It's always stupid stuff. So I got to take him off notification, bro. So I don't even know when something happens unless I'm looking. So that's why I like when you don't come in and you tell me, this has just happened. Then I'll check and then I can put the share screen or whatever. But I can't put him on notification, bro. The guy is tweeting all day about bullshit. Boom. Chelsea fan doing it. Come on, man. It's the Metro community, man. We got Bear fans here. We got Arsenal fans, Galatasaray, United. It's all cool, man. You get me? Everyone can be in there. As long as they're respectful, they're not trolling like that on a mad thing or something, then it's calm. Don't worry about it. But I hear you, though. I hear you more. You get me? You're trying to keep it in-house only. You get me? Man, United is still the biggest club in the world, bro. Y'all Chelsea and Gunner fans lurking around here. Nah, man. They're cool, man. You're cool, man. They're cool still. Wiz and that are calm. There's a couple Arsenal fans in there, I remember, and Galatasaray especially. There's a few of them that come in there when I put the Osimhen thing in, and then they stayed, Hassan and that. But they're cool. You get me? Like I said, as long as you're not trolling, you're moving mad and saying mad stuff, it's cool, innit? I don't mind. Oh my God. I remember, like I said to you, soon, this is only the beginning. I'm doing this transfer stuff. We're going to be having panels on here, Arsenal fans, Chelsea. It's going to be all mad. Matchday vlogs. It's all going to go crazy. This is just the beginning. This is just what I'm doing now. There's no games on. When the games come back, you're not going to see how mad this channel is going to go. Oh my God, people are running that bid to Madrid. I've just got notification. I'm starting to lose my shit. I told you. See, I told you. This is what happens. Everyone's going to talk about it. You're going to go everywhere and they're going to be talking about it now. Tchouameni. But when they talk about it, even on TikTok, they'll be saying it like it's true. They'll be sitting there and going, yeah, Tchouameni to link Man United. I think he's going to go. He's a good midfielder. Bro, we're in for Mbeumo. Tchouameni is a DM. It's not even the same position. It's crazy. Why can't United walk away from Mbeumo, go for Semenyo instead? I don't really rate Semenyo, you know. Although, you know what it is? See Semenyo, let me tell you something, yeah? Do you support Man United, by the way? Because you said 2 things you've said now, and you've said it like, why? I think Man United should be talking about a striker. Oh, that's our major problem. Oh, I hear you. You are a United fan. That's cool. But you know what it is? See Semenyo. Semenyo is good, but I don't think you're seeing him in the final third. There was at one stage, he had the most shots. Sorry, he had the worst conversion rate for shots. So what we deal with Garnacho, he does a lot. He gets in the box, he gets in these positions, and he misses. Semenyo's done that for Bournemouth. At the Premier League, at one stage, he was that guy. So he's very wasteful in the final third. But everything else is neater. Of course, I'm not comparing him to Garnacho. He's probably better than him. He's neater, the 1-2s, etc. But shooting, I'm telling you that he's not that guy. I'm telling you. And we've had that problem already with Garnacho where we're like, oh, when Garnacho's 1-on-1 with the keeper, none of us sit there and go, yes, we scored. We always sit there like, please. And then he scores. So he's a bit like that Semenyo. And I'll get you the stat as well, and I'll put it in probably later or whatever. But that's the situation with Semenyo. And he's 70 million as well. So let's just go there. He's 70 million to start with. Bring us 70 million is what Bournemouth's saying. Then they want add-ons on top. 75 million. And then you got Mbeumo with the maddest stats ever. Come on, bro. Mbeumo liking Euro's post. Mbeumo wants to come, man. He's saying, hurry up, man. What you lot doing? I see what you lot are doing. You lot are lean. Come here. Come get me, bro. Personally, if I had a choice, then your striker would go for a Samu at Porto, but I don't see if getting... See Samu, I've seen him that one game that he played against us in the Europa, and he scored 2 goals. He looked all right. He was a bit of a problem. He was a problem. He gave Martinez and De Ligt a terrible game. But what I would say is... what would I say about Samu? He's not proven enough. Do you get it? I just see him being a bully that day, but has he done it a lot? How much goals has he scored in the Portuguese league? Because all we hear about is Gyökeres bullying out over there. So I don't know, man. This channel about to be a Maz. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. You're going to see, bro. Man's taking it serious. This is just the beginning, bro. It's just transfer daily, so we'll just go ham in it. But when the games are here, you're going to see, bro. Match reactions, match previews with the other team. I'm going to get someone from another team every time. We talk about it. Matchday Vlogs. If you go on my old videos, you'll see that I used to do Matchday Vlogs. You get me? So we're doing everything, bro. I'll get a panel of a couple man. Made, not most. Twitter is going mad because Mbeumo like Euro's Insta post. Crazy. Bruh, we need to go mad about something, Man United. So love for that. We have to go mad about something. Should we go on Twitter quickly and see what's going on? Should we go there quickly and see what's happening? Oh my God. Should we go scope Twitter quickly and see what's going on over there with this Mbeumo thing? But this is what I'm saying. We have to do something. Like we're going through a time right now where nothing is lit. So anything is going to get us going. Anything. Let's go on Twitter quickly and see what's going on over there. Let me take a few of these and we'll go on Twitter. Mad, not made. Yeah, the guy mad. Still want to feed off United's corpse. Yeah, it's mad, man. Yeah. We send the Chelsea fans, the Chelsea and the Arsenal fans in there. Of course, they want to banter. You need some people to come and pre in it. That's what they got to do. Here before 1 million subs. Come on, bro, man. God willing, man. God willing, we get there. You get me? God willing, I ain't gonna forget none of you lot. You get me? We're going all the way. This is the metric community. If I had any choice of any striker, something, I read that already, innit? I'm so tired of Spurs trolling us this window. Back-to-back signings, are you mad? Bruv, they're moving mad. And they just got, if you not go on Ben Jacobs' tweet, I'm gonna show you lot. Let me show you what's going on, bruv. Spurs are gonna start moving mad soon, you know. They got Saudi people. Saudi is giving them naming rights. It's gone mad now. Saudi. Let me show you what's going on quickly, and let's see what's going on with this Mbeumo stuff. Cool. Let's see what's going on. Look. This is what Ruben said that Man United told us about. Every Man United player, first team and selected youth who have a chance of making a debut next team were handed a personalised conditioning program over the summer break. Not unusual, but Ruben Amorim and his staff were meticulous with it this time. Tailored plans about injury prevention and making sure they all came back sharp and hit the ground running. So Amorim's not on a joke thing, mate. Let's go and see what's going on with this thing. Callum Wilson. Oh, say, I told you, this guy, this is the same guy, MSI Douglas. I told you about this geezer. He's a Newcastle journalist and he's putting our name in it just for clicks. Man United. Joke, man. Nothing to do with us. Where's the Euro stuff? Let me go and think. United, truthful. Great to be back. Rasmus, safe. We're back. Where is it, Man United? Let me know where it is, man. I can't see it. Where did he like the tweet? Is it United stand? Simply United. Okay, let me see. Simply United. There we go. Safe, blocked. I don't even like them. Look, I blocked them. That means I don't even trust them. This is what's going on. I don't trust them. That means they chat shit a bit. That I blocked them. Crazy, innit? But this is what everyone's going mad over. So you lot are getting the drops straight from Twitter now. So Brian Mbeumo's liked Yoro's tweet and everyone's going mad about that. Fuck, you know, mate. We're in the mud, you know. You know, if this is making us exciting, you just know we've got nothing going on. But yeah, man, I blocked Simply United. You know, I must not rate them about something. They must have done something where it's like, yep, you're gazy, blocked. But yeah, man, there we go, innit? He's liked the tweet. We need some things to get excited about, innit? So it's where it is, man. Let me get this one here. So there's trolling us, AP7. Don't forget us, Mets. Never, man. You're getting mad. No chance. Safe. Tchouameni will be a mad signing too. I've always liked the guy. Metcha will take Tchouameni over Garnacho. 100%. That's what I said. He's better than Garnacho, but he's similar to Garnacho. That's how I can put it, so you lot can understand what I'm saying. How we watch Garnacho and he's not he's not clinical. Garnacho is not clinical, and in the final third, he does little mad stuff sometimes. Tchouameni is better in the final third, but his shot rate, he misses a lot of shots. This is what I'm saying, and I'm telling you this. I'm telling you, he had the worst shot rate at one stage. I think Garnacho was in there as well. So yeah, man, Garnacho was in there as well. Porto have bought Samu fully from Athletic. Yeah. So he's not going nowhere anyway. He's not going nowhere. AP7. Don't forget us before the million, yeah. I got you, look, man. Yeah, is Mbeumo, Watkins, and a goalkeeper realistic? Feels like I'm asking for too much. If we sell someone, then it should happen. And Mbeumo, we can wrap that up, but like I said earlier, innit? Laurie Whitwell saying it's about egos and whatnot. That's all it is. And then we've got Watkins. We sell someone. I feel like one of these people are going to go. Let me just summarize it so people can see what's happened with a lot of these players, because it kind of looks like they're all on the brink. Let's be real. So, cool. Obviously, Ben Jacobs spoke about Sancho, whatnot. He just said that he had 180 to 200. That's what Chelsea were paying him, yeah? They were paying him 180 to 200, and he rejected it. He said no. So no one's ever going to match this guy's salary. Napoli went there, he said no. And now for Juventus, it's all techie with them. And then obviously Fabrizio's come out at 4 o'clock, just before I came on, and he said, look, Conceição, Juventus prefer Conceição over Jadon Sancho. I didn't know that they wasn't getting both. I thought they were getting both. I've all seen an article with the Jonathan David up top, Conceição on one wing, Yildiz in the middle, and Sancho. So they're only getting one of them. So now it looks like we're in the mud with Sancho now. This is what's going on. It looks like we're in the mud with Sancho now, because every time we get 3 steps forward with Sancho, it always goes back. Always takes 1 step back, bro. So I don't know, bro, but that's the situation with Sancho anyway. He's rejecting 180 to 200. I think he's on like a 275 or 300 right now. Even Ben Jacobs, he said it in the video that I played for you lot, and he said The only way he's going to get his wage is if he goes to Saudi. That's the only way. So I don't know what he's on. We had this Tchouameni stuff, bullshit, that I think it's bullshit. The Sun has heard from a Spanish journalist, so hearsay, that we've put a 78 million bid for Tchouameni, apparently. And then, you just got other people backing it up. Deadline day, they said something like that yesterday. He's untouchable, though. And then you had this other Team Football came out and said the same thing. I think it's bullshit, but whatever, innit? If you lot can go off and you think you believe it, then whatever. And then you got this came out earlier. This is just my point to show you that journalists just wake up and just chat shit. He's signing for Brentford today. Henderson, he's 35-year-old. We've been linked with no one that age, literally. I don't even think we've been linked with anyone that's even 30. The closest is Watkins, who's 29. And apparently Man United won't be signing Jordan Henderson. I don't think any of us has seen one link linking us to Jordan Henderson. He came from Liverpool, so I can't even see how he will come to Man United if he wants to be considered as a legend or something. But cool, this is what they do anyway. The Mirror, they're the ones that came out and said that Mbeumo, that Spurs made a 70 million bid for Mbeumo. So I already look at them with a side eye. Every time I look at the Mirror, I'm like, is this really true? Because they already said something weird that was never true. So this is what they've said today. So clearly, Andy Dunn Mirror, that's the guy that's saying it. He's trying to get payday, so he's put Man United in there. Click the story, and then he gets money. That's how it works. And then we got linked with the Newcastle journalist. Like I just showed you now, he's reliable for Newcastle, but he just threw our name in there for no reason. We haven't been linked with no defenders. Everyone knows we want Mbeumo, a striker, and then maybe a midfielder. That's where it's gone. And then people say sometimes wing back and goalkeeper. You know what I'm saying? But nobody sits down and says, we want a centre-back. Harry Maguire staying for one more season and Heaven stepping up has helped us avoid to go for a centre-back this season. So, this is bullshit. Both of them are bullshit to me. You lot can think what you want to think, but this has all come out today. We had Marcus Rashford, of course. It's all looking good. There's been reports saying that he's the top priority. Hansi Flick's giving his green light. That was all earlier. And then, obviously, Sean Connery's come out and said the same thing. Like, look, they're advancing the efforts for Marcus Rashford, but wages would need to be reduced by up to 40% with a loan move remaining a desire. A mandatory purchase clause is priority. So we want it to be mandatory if it is going to be a loan. But right this second, Ben Jacobs said, we are not taking no loans. Don't talk to me about loan. We're going to stick to our guns the same way Brentford's sticking to their guns and everyone says it's cool. We're going to do it as well. Rashford is following Lewandowski and Pedri on Instagram now. So obviously, you know how this new football thing is. When you start following players, everyone gets excited, blah, blah, blah. So that's a situation with that. It says Luis Diaz, they're close to leaving the race. Because remember, the last that Fabrizio says about this situation, he never comes out and says that Rashford is close to Barca. He doesn't talk about Rashford. He just says, Barca are in for Luis Diaz. Every time he comes, that's what he says. Barca, the plan has not changed. They want Luis Diaz. So I don't know. But now they're saying he's fully out the race nearly. They're nearly pulling out the race. And then Albert, who done a story with the first guy, Sean. So it's basically the same thing. But the Barca fans have put him up as tier 1. And they're basically saying the same thing. So he might be reliable for them, you get me? And then I showed you like this, which is obviously all the signings that's been made, not including the academy players. So this is just the senior players that go straight into the first 11. And we've only made one signing. Chelsea's made about 6. They can't even fit players into the picture. It's crazy. Liverpool signed 2 keepers. I don't even know who the second keeper is. I know about the first one. He come from Valencia. Arsenal signed 4 players. They're still going to go for Gyökeres and maybe SA. City signed 4 players. Tottenham signed 4 players. Obviously, the Morgan Gibbs-White one's a bit shaky, but it's still whatever. And then it's obviously the total that we've made by all this here we go money, was the money we're getting in our sleep for the sell-ons. It says Man United stand to make around 13.6 million in sell-on fees from the profits generated by recent sales of Anthony Elanga and Alvaro Carreras. So that's 13.6 million. So maybe. So if the Mbeumo deal was a money situation, I know someone said earlier that it goes in installments. We're not going to get the whole 13 now. We'll be in installments, but still, we've got the money. So we can always say, all right, we'll pay you next year, whatever. But so I don't know what the Mbeumo deal is to hold up for, but we'll see. And then obviously Mateta. When we talk about strikers and who is left realistically, we always sit there and say it's probably going to be Watkins, Mateta, Moyes Keane links come out the other day. Well, it's probably going to be Mateta or Watkins. Watkins, we've been linked with him by Ben Jacobs and Laurie Whitwell. Mateta, we haven't been linked with him at all. But all the fans want him. Like, it's something that we're pushing. Like, Mateta could be, why don't we go for him? So, I don't know. But it looks like AC Milan are in for him now. So, that's affecting us in a way, innit? If we do want him. Do you know what I'm saying? So, we'll see, man. We'll see. That's the situation with that. We had Garnacho. It came out yesterday on the right side. ESPN. Basically, that Alejandro Garnacho has been given permission to join his Man United teammates in pre-season training at Carrington, which was gas because Rich Frey came out today and said he has not been handed that and he's going to leave this summer. He's still expected to leave, so safe. So, yeah, so that's that. And then we had this about Anthony. He's close to joining Real Betis again, apparently. I ain't seen nothing else since then. This has come out about 4:20, so I don't know. And then we had the young boy, Seth Rugen. He plays for Fulham. He's meant to be a good, like, he's exciting wonder kid. And Sully's come out and basically said, we're front runners. And Sully breaks the news on a lot of the young boys. He's done it in the last couple of days, weeks, months. And then Fabrizio will come. And here we go, it like a month, 2 weeks later. But he usually says it first. So we'll see what happens with that. Obviously, see what Ineos are trying to do with the young boys and prime players now. So we'll see. We got the players from pre-season. They're all looking a bit lean now. Obviously, Ruben's come out. He's put them on a fitter diet or whatever you want to call it, a strict. They're going to be running this season. You could just tell, bro. He wants them to be more lean, more gettable, can move around a bit easier. This is our pre-season schedule. Leeds on the 19th of July. Then we fly out on the 22nd of July to America. So we've still got, what? 11 days to get Mbeumo in to fly out on that pre-season to America. The Leeds game's not that important, but it's the West Ham, Bournemouth and Everton because that's going to be in America. That's the tour, etc. And then we've got Fiorentina back in Manchester, Old Trafford. That's when we show everyone the kit. This is our new kit, blah, blah, blah. Even though everyone knows, but that's the first time they're going to use it, etc. So that's the situation with that. I just showed you that about the Edison. He's the most we're linked with a midfielder. Someone asked me, I can't remember who it was. I'll take a few of these messages and then boom, hold on. Who's that? He's funny. 25. Who's that? Who you talking about? You're still talking about Makaweko, whatever his name is. Is that who you're talking about? Oh, you're talking about Samuel. Samuel, yeah? 19 goals. That's the Portuguese league though, man. And you had Gyökeres score 63 goals or 52, whatever it was. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know, mate. I can't trust that league like that, man. Red Devil, big up yourself, man. I'm guessing he's getting number 19. Who are you talking about? I've gone so far right now that I don't even know who we're talking about. We're all getting excited. They look slim. Watch us calling them absolute clowns in a few months. Exactly. It's crazy. Everything, this is what I'm saying. This is all the excitement we got right now. So we could just go off what's going on now. Oh my God, they've lost weight. They've done it for a reason. They better start running, bro. They better start pressing the life out of teams and being athletic. Or what is the point of all of that? And Mbeumo 19 on the back of my shirt is, you're talking about Mbeumo. Hopefully, man. Hopefully, bruv. We'll see, man. We'll see. It's Rashford close to Barca because I know he agreed to cut his wages. I wouldn't say it's close, but they've turned around and said they're going for him now. They've said he's top priority now. They were going for Diaz before. They were going for Nico Williams. Now they're saying it's just Rashford. He's the last one left. Yo, Red Devil, Brian. Do you think Rasmus could score against Bonnie Blue? It's crazy, isn't it? It's madness. I want Rasmus to go, bruv. But, mate, what can we do, man? Maybe it's a good sign regarding Mbeumo, or maybe that's just my subconscious trying to feed my delusions. Yeah. Mate, that's the way it is. We're in a position right now where we're not hearing nothing, so we don't even know. So you just start thinking everything's a good sign. Or maybe, he's like Lenny Euro. Could be anything, bruv. Footballers like each other's posts anyway. So it could just be just liking a footballer's posts. It might be something so light. The guy's a fool. He wants his freedom, but on the terms, yeah, this is Sancho, right? He's a joke, man, bro. I don't think he's going to go anywhere, to be honest with you, I don't think he's going to go nowhere. I think he's the hardest one to move. We had Fenerbahce come knock on the door, Napoli, Chelsea, and he's just on a joke thing. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm new here. streaming live from Uganda. Thanks for the show. Thanks saying Uganda, Africa, man, are getting fed up of how we've handled them in Mbeumo deal. Paid lots for Sancho, Anthony, why delaying in Mbeumo? Do X, man. Love, man. Appreciate you, man. Big up Uganda as well. Bruv, I don't know, man. But if you go on my last stream, I streamed just before this one, Laurie Whitwell, who's very reliable for Man United, he spoke on the Stretford paddock. Or you can go to the Stretford paddock and just watch it. And he basically broke it down a little bit, like why there's a bit of a delay, etc. So, yeah, you'll be able to see there a bit more, but nothing that is going to change or speed it up. You know what I'm saying? Or you're going to hear and think, yeah. But that's there. But, yeah, love for that, though. And big up Uganda, man. It really hurts Mbeumo's worth 70 million, to be fair, 100. But we are here failing to get over the line. 19, we need to get him ASAP. Exactly. No, 19th is Leeds. I think that's in Stockholm. Is that in Sweden or something? But we get on the plane on the 22nd. For those that don't know. Yeah? 19th of July, that's against Leeds. And I think that's a friendly. And then on the plane, the actual tour is America. As you can see, the places. Stockholm is in Sweden. That's still in Europe. And then we got the 3 places after that, which is all in America. New Jersey, Chicago, and Atlanta. And we get on that plane on the 22nd. So we still got 11 days to get him in. That's why they're not taking so long, lad. It's cool. We'll get him in before the plane goes. Who knows? But 100%, man, we need to integrate him before the USA tour. Hundo. I'm with you with that one still. I'm with you. Sell the club to someone who has money. Yeah. They should have sold it to the Qataris, isn't it, pros? But what can we do now? We're here, innit? We can't cry about it. Metch, have you seen how much chances Watkins missed? Nah, I ain't seen it, but I know he misses a lot of chances. But this is what I'm saying. This is the position we're in. We can only look at the positives now. I watched him against Arsenal. I hate Arsenal. So I watched him against Arsenal and he missed 2 sitters. And I'm like, oh my God. And they ended up losing 2-0. So sometimes he ghosts in games. Remember, Crystal Palace, FA Cup, they lost 3-0. He ghosted. Went to watch the boxing the same night. And then all the press was about Rashford. Rashford's gone to the game after his team lost FA Cup. Rashford was injured. Watkins was there, stinking up the whole place. Went there, didn't say nothing about him. Crazy. So the club, someone who has money. Mate, how much time are you going to tell us, pros? It's cat. You added a full stop to it. So you said it first, sold the club to someone who has money, and then you added a full stop. So do you think I own the club or something? I don't know. Like, what are we doing here, pros? And Mbeumo, Watkins, a new goalkeeper. If Man United don't buy a new goalkeeper, Man United will not even finish top 7 next season. I think we're going to get a second in command, to be honest with you. I think we're going to get a second in command, and it might be John Victor if Bayern goes. That's what I think is going to happen. I've showed you links about him already. I'm not going to bring it up now, but we'll see what happens with that. Hopefully, we get a second in command. Anana goes AFCON in December for 1 month. That second in command, John Victor comes, proves himself for a month, and then he just stays the number one. Or maybe not John Victor, but whoever. So I think that will happen. But I'm with you with that one. I think Onana is rubbish, but no one wants him. Everybody watches Man United games to either laugh or support. No one wants Onana. We thought Saudi was going to help us. They ain't helped us. So sorry, Emmanuel, man. Garnacho in that 10 row is physically weak. Decision-making is poor. Needs to try someone else. Yeah. He's easily out-muscled, except his pace. He lacks lots of qualities for an Amrin 10. Yeah, that's why we got Cunha now. And hopefully Mbeumo. So we'll see, man. We'll see. Hopefully, man. Hopefully do X. But I'm with you. What you're saying about Garnacho, and I understand why he played him though, because no one else is even better. You put Mount there, he's not as fast as Garnacho. Garnacho gets in good positions, but his decision-making is poor. Perfect. That's the only thing about it. And he thinks he's Ronaldo. By the way, happy birthday to Ahmad today. Wish he would keep shining and exciting. I hope next season's his season, man. Right wing back, him and Mbeumo interchanging, mad. Hopefully that's his season. He showed us a little glimpses last season, then he got injured. But yeah, man, hopefully, man. And that's what we need as well, you lot. See, last season, when I would chat to people like Arsenal fans, Chelsea, they'll be like, you lot are shit. All I'm scared about is Ahmad. Do you get it? And then when Ahmad got injured and Bruno stepped up, you lot are shit. Apart from Bruno Fernandes, I'm not scared of no one. We need a team that is scary, left, right, and centre. Ahmad's on right wing back. Cunha's in the 10. Mbeumo's in the 10. Bruno's behind him doing madnesses. And then you've got a striker that scores goals. And it's like, oh my God, Man United is long. Look at Man City, bro. You don't know who they're going to field. They might have Turkey on. They could put on Reinders. They could put on Rodri. They could change it up and put on. Bruv, you don't know. Only our team, we can't really have depth. Every time we have depth, so where's he gonna play? We need players, enough players to have qualities, mate. So that's why we need to be going into teams where everyone's just looking at us and saying they're too good. They're coming from the left, right, striker, tens. It's just too much. We can't be going there. It's just like Arsenal. Everyone like last season would be Saka. Without Saka, they're not really doing nothing. You get it? We need a team where there's excitement coming from everywhere. Anyone can score a goal. The goals get spreaded. There's 5 there for Ahmad, 7 for Mbeumo, 10 there for Kun. Like, that's how we need it to be, where we don't even know where it's going to come from. We clearly don't know what we're doing. 78 million when they are midfielders out there you can get on the cheap. This club, man. Nah. Don't believe this, brother. Hey, Jay, don't believe this article. Don't believe this, man. Don't believe this article, bro. You know me. I keep it real. The Sun talks shit. And if you read it, Jay, read what the middle article says, the one in the white. It says they are going off what they heard. It's hearsay. How can you break it? How can you break the news and it be hearsay? That's like me coming here and saying, yeah, I've got some new news for you lot. I've heard from my source. What? Like, bro, they're saying, according to a Spanish journalist, Eduardo Real have turned down Man United surprise move for 25-year-old. It's not true, bro. They're even trying to take the heat away from them, saying that it's the Spanish. They're saying it. Come on, man. Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it, man. It's gas, man. We're in for Mbeumo. Then we need to sell. And then we're probably going to go for a striker. That's the plan at the moment. That's what's being said. Obviously, we could always derail, innit? We could always derail. Don't get it twisted. Because remember, we went for Delap, got rejected. Went for Gyökeres. He kind of rejected us. And then we went for Mbeumo. So we could always derail. Don't get it twisted. But that seems like it's the plan right now. So listen, I can tell you this is gas. I know it's gas. But obviously, it's for you not to think what you want to think, innit? Don't go off me. It could be true. More reports will come out tomorrow about it from Fabrizio. But from what I'm going on from this, I think it's just bullshit. So Jay, don't think that, man. You're good, man. If 45 million is what offered for Garnacho, I will take it for sure. Yeah, for Napoli, innit? That's what we did. Yeah, but we thought we could get more. I mean, if you look at the market now, Gittins has gone for 55. He scored 8 goals in the Bundesliga. Garnacho scored more goals than him in 2 seasons in the Prem. Garnacho scored more goals than Gittins in 2 seasons in the Prem. Garnacho's got about 30 GA in 2 seasons or something like that. 22 GA or something. Maybe I went mad with a 30. But yeah, bro, it's crazy, man. And Gittins has got some editing. And he's gone for 55. So why are we going to accept 45? And this is what we're saying. This is what Ben Jacobs was saying in the video. If you come back on the stream, if you ain't seen the video, when this gets uploaded, when I come off, just go back to the beginning, you watch the video. And that's what Ben Jacobs said. Yeah, man, it's fake, man. It's fake, Jomo, 100%. That's what I think anyway. I think it's fake. Kindly update me on Lean squad number. On Leon. Oh, Diego Leon. I don't know, you know. I love it how you attend to each and every comment, bro. Big up. I love being here. Blessings, bro. Come on, Duix, man. This is the metric community, bro. I'm with everyone. We're in this together. Yeah? Don't watch nothing, man. You understand? I know you're new here, but this is normal, bro. This is nothing new, brother. Trust me. Big up yourself as well, man. Bro, we didn't go in for shit, Gyökeres. We didn't go in for Gyökeres when we blatant Fabrizio. I'm not even going to pull it up right now, but all right, cool. We didn't go in for him. Panache, we didn't go in for him. You're right. Talk facts. We made no offer. Yeah. Ruben only wants players that wants to play for the club and badge. Yeah. You're right, bro. We didn't go in for Gyökeres. Gyökeres rejected us, bro, but it's cool. You're right. I saw something that Jackson is on the list for Arsenal and Man United and AC Milan. We're not on the list for him because he's a walking red card, big man. I know you want to sell him, Wiz. Yeah, Wiz. I know you want to sell him, but he's not coming here, brother. We won't get him. And where did you read that as well? You got to tell me the source because it might be a source like this. When did we make a bid? Who said we made a bid for Gyökeres? Panache. What team do you support as well, man? What team do you support? Because you're not moving like a United fan. Like, thank you. We didn't make a bid. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, whatever anyway. But he's just chatting shit. Literally. Oh, you support United, yeah? Okay, cool. No problem. I never said we made a bid for Gyökeres, bro. So, yeah. Oh, from 1984, you support United. Big up yourself, man. I support United as well, as you can see. I've never said we made a bid for Gyökeres. I don't know where you're getting that from. You're subscribing. Big up yourself, man. Come on. All good. It's all good, bro. But your facts are wrong, though. I'll be real. Yeah, man. So that's more or less it, man. Let me just that was it. Edison. Pre-season's coming up. I gave you the dates. Bam, the young boy, Anthony. We're gonna have to see if anything else comes out in it. But for now, this is all that's come out. There's nothing really much there. Garnacho, it's not looking like he's gonna come back. There's all these rumors, but it's not 100%. This is everyone that we've more or less signed, which is nobody. One person that we already knew about from June. Alanga, we've got a bit of money from him. Alvaro, 13.6. What are we going to do with that, mate? Are we going to do anything? I don't know. Mateta is the priority for Milan. Remember, Mateta is another guy that we want, though. I don't think the club has even spoke about him. Not one person said anything about Mateta. Lobby Whitwell more said Moise Keane the other day. Moise Keane, someone we've kept tabs with. He didn't say Mateta, but we more want to get Mateta. You get it? And it's a myth. You said we was rejected by Madon. You said we were rejected by Madon, but this is all speculation, bro. Bro, we got rejected because he picked Arsenal. He said, I don't want to go to Man United right now. I want to go to Arsenal only. That's rejection, not a bid. He didn't get, Man United never got rejected like we put in a bid and he said, no. He said, I want Arsenal. I'm prioritizing Arsenal. So we got rejected. We can't mask it up and make it look like it's anything better. We missed out on Europe. We finished 15th. We're in a shit position and it's understandable, bro. We have to take it on the chin. You know what I mean? But we can't sit here and lie. We never got rejected. We got rejected. Osimhen rejected us because he wanted a bigger wage and he stayed at Galatasaray. We didn't want to pay his wage, which is reasonable. And Gyökeres said, I want to go to Arsenal. They're in a better position right now for Champions League, etc. So he's rejected us. It's cool, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're a United fan, we can talk like this and reason and purpose. If you're a troll from Chelsea or something, then I get it. But come on, man. We got rejected. Let's be real. He's rejected us. Osimhen's rejected us as well. Even Fabrizio put up the other day. You know Fabrizio loves using United for anything. He put, Man United rejected. Joke, man. Diego Leon squad number, please. I don't know. I'll get it for you. Let me get it for you. Diego Leon squad number. Let's see. Because you've asked me twice now. And this is what we do. We all together do it. Whatever you need, man, got you. Squad number. Let me get it for you. Has he even got one yet? I don't think he's even got one yet, you know. I don't think he's got one yet. And you can see them all walking around with T-shirts with their number on it. I don't think he's got one. Numbers between 27 and 35 are available. Why Man United have not confirmed Diego Leon's shirt number after Matheus Cunha is because let me tell you exactly why. Matheus Cunha, but yeah, there's a little article on it anyway on Google why they haven't gave it to him. United have not announced Leon's shirt number, and that could be for a variety of reasons, but the teenager might be waiting for his favorite option to become available. So he's waiting. During his breakthrough in Paraguay, Leon wore the number 37. But the academy graduate, Kobe Mainoo, currently wears that strip. Kobe Mainoo wears 37. So he might be waiting. If Mainoo changes, then he's going to get it. So he hasn't got one at the moment. The new signing could be eyeing that new shirt if Mainoo opts to get a new one this season. Because remember, number 14, which was Eriksen's number, is available. So Mainoo might take the 14 and then he can get his 37. So for right now, he's waiting. That's the situation. Yeah. We will find a better striker. I can see Garnacho coming back to the first team if he cleans up his act. I don't think it's going to happen, you know. I'll be real, man. I don't think it's going to happen. I think it's already done. You see when Ruben told you that thing and it's come out, all of that, like everyone's seeing it. I don't think it's going to happen. But then again, he only wants the Prem, and I can't see anyone in the Prem signing him. People are saying that's them Villa or Chelsea. Unless Chelsea save us, I can't see it happening. So you might be right still. That Frankfurt striker is bad. He's 85 million, bro. 85 million. And he's a project. The same thing with done with Højlund, 72 million. He's 85. I don't think they're going to do that. They're not taking risks. Look at who we're going for. Cunha and Mbeumo, they're ready now. 15 goals. No penalties for Cunha. Mbeumo, 20 goals. 5 penalties. That's what they want. Players in their prime now. I'm completely angry to Man United owners. Bournemouth has bought Petrovic, but Man United president. It's crazy, Emmanuel, man. I know, man. You're shouting and that, all caps and that. I know, it's mad. That's how it is being a United fan right now. It's stressful. I know. I'm with you, bro, man. Bro, we still a risk. Some players from Portugal don't make it to the Premier League. Are you talking about Gyökeres though? Or I'm no troll. I love Man United, bro. Say nothing for Nashi, man. Big up yourself as well. Big up yourself. Not being announced. Oh, that's the number, yeah? That's got to be the number. We're talking about Diego Leon. Yeah, it doesn't have one. Yeah, love. Salia. Once Mbeumo hasn't been signed, any other transfer news about Man United is unbelievable to me. I'm prepared for anything that comes next season that stands. I'm with you. That's why people keep asking me the same thing. They're saying, what do you think we're going to finish? I'm saying, bro, until that transfer window finishes, I don't think anything. I can't say anything. I can't have no expectations right now because we're so peak. Mate, like, it's the same team. Bar Garnacho. Just take out Garnacho, add Cunha. That's the difference. What is that going to change for us? Same striker, everything. Same keeper. Okay, let's wait soon then. Yeah, bro. Is there a scenario where Amrin has presented these expectations to the players he has, and as they start to wake up, and obviously he's told them something for them to all strip down like that and be lean now? Do you get it? He's probably told them, yo, we're gonna have to be intensity, blah blah blah. He must have told them something. He has to have told them something, but I'm sure Amrin thought that whole freedom five, Anthony, Rashford, Sancho, Garnacho, and Malacia will be gone though. I didn't think he's gonna think it's this slow. Do you know what I mean? Because remember, they only bought him Dorgu in January. So he's come, he's had one signing. They probably told him, watch in the summer. And remember, even Bruno, when Bruno went on press for Portugal, and they asked him, oh, are you going to go to Saudi? He said, the club told me they don't need to sell me. They can make money in other places. They're talking about the Freedom 5. They can sell them lot and then make the money there. You know what I mean? Bro, that is you bad. You can't mention our 9 with that Frankfurt you. Højlund. Love my G. All right, say nothing, man. This has been a good show, man. Big up everyone that's been in the chat, man. I appreciate all of you lot, man. Like I said, if you don't want to hear more about Mbeumo, go on the last show. If you want to hear what Ben Jacobs said, then just when this, obviously, as soon as I come off now, you can watch the video again. Just listen to the first 8 minutes or something. You'll hear what Ben Jacobs said. Big up everyone that's been in the chat. If you ain't liked or subscribed, do it on your way out, man. You know, this is the metric community, man. So, yeah, big up all of you lot. Everyone have a good day. I've subscribed, but yeah, man, big up yourself, Paneshi, man. I thought you was an op at first. When you came in here, I thought you was a bit of a, well, you're all good. I mean, it's the main reasons that Garnacho hasn't been signed yet. You're publicly banished your style. But I don't, he didn't do it publicly though, Salia. It came out. So it got leaked. Remember that. You got to give him that. He didn't do it publicly. It's not like he done it at a press conference or it wasn't public. But cool, man. I've subscribed, brother. Great energy, G. Keep up the great work. Love, bro. Appreciate you, man. Wiz, love. Chelsea fan, but he's cool. Yeah? All right, I'll see you lot in a bit, man. Make sure you like and subscribe on your way out. Peace.
What's some celebs pull up local. You know we up next, pull up mobos. They gon' be there on repeat, they like, oh no. Where's the mix it up, let's take a photo now. But for now, I'm local. For now, preserve the beat, I'm more